That's fair.
As somebody who was recovering from bilateral pneumonia when we did D&D, I understand.
Josh.
I mean, like, if I wasn't doing this, I'd just be playing games. So, like, this is a little bit better.
I wasn't willing to let COVID stop me, even if it killed me.
Well, you know.
I don't think your wife would have been happy about that.
No, she wasn't.
So many people.
It is a party.
Oh,
here.
yes.
We have a full house for Vecna.
Full house.
We have a full.
Oh, that
house.
assumes we
Do
make
we
it to
actually
Vecna
have a
tonight.
full? Yes, we do.
I was like, this is actually everybody? Or just...
That begs on
Wow.
getting to Vecna tonight, though.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm
yeah, we
saying.
actually don't know. Are we skipping 3 days or what are we doing?
Well,
I'm
there's-
prepared.
Well, there's
There's a
something-
lot to discuss because, like I said last time, I want it to be very apparent that I am not kidding when I say that this is an extremely dangerous place.
He's just trying to scare us, guys.
It's a joke. Ha ha ha. They all have like 5 HP. We got this.
Summon players to board. Players are being summoned.
Yay.
Switching to daylight.
If for those of us who don't have the ability to
I got it.
TaleSpire,
Okay, good.
I appreciate you.
I'm not a good person to TaleSpire for everyone because you'll just see Breya very zoomed in all the
Should
time.
have just ended it. You
You know what?
I'm not a good
That's
person.
what happened
That's why
to
I'm
poor
not doing
Mirra the other
it.
day
I'm
when
not
I
a
was
good
streaming.
person.
It was just on me or on the castle the entire time. Like I'm just zoned off. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Mirra. I was supposed to show you everything that's happening. My bad.
And there we are.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna just drag Breya's model over here,
You can.
and then I'm gonna
you
make it gigantic.
can drag me into existence. By the way,
There's nothing.
there's nothing right now. Give it a second.
Before there was nothing.
The flashlight goes way wonky when you're really big. What if I turn it off and on? Yeah, it goes real weird when you're that big.
I am trying to prepare my spells, but there is nowhere. Like I have no idea what I should bring.
Well,
Josh,
did
what do
you want
suggest?
did you want perspective from Yuelia's point of view?
No, I know. It would be definitely support slash, able to. It's mostly support stuff, so I have an idea of what it is I'm supposed to bring.
Could you summon people one more time, good sir?
Oh, summon one more time. Did I just hear that?
Yes.
Yes.
Kerplunk.
All right, Mikey. This is now yours.
What is mine? What'd I do? I didn't do it.
I gave you a new model, which I
Oh.
think is a better model.
I made my own model from,
Oh?
but I didn't buy it yet. So
Oh.
maybe I'll buy it, but I want to make sure that it's 100% right before I buy it.
Boop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this Breya's model?
Yeah.
Revive.
Ooh.
Where's Breya's model?
Oh,
Really
the
big.
biggest thing on this board.
Oh.
I don't see it.
Wait a second.
I don't see it.
He's standing by her foot, looking around the other direction. I don't see anything out there. What are you talking
it's
about,
moving.
big?
Oh, jeez. I know.
Oh, you know what else?
I win.
Mike, you know what else Mikey missed from not being here last week?
What's that?
Giant turtle.
Giant.
No, I was here for the first of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were you?
He wasn't there for the end of it, but he was there for the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Giant turtle.
Giant turtle.
All right, why is everybody assaulting Breya?
I don't know.
She's clearly a threat.
Big monster.
Well, obviously you're not doing any damage.
Damn, I suck. Kick me out of the group right now.
Red light,
Alright.
green light, red light, purple light.
Wait, is that
Wait.
speed up? Slow down! Oh, curse these new traffic laws!
Oh,
Purple
no.
light. Wait, what does that even mean?
I need
Purple
permission.
rainbow.
PD needs permission.
You don't have permission?
You are
It just said you're
validated.
trying to attack Breya.
Oh, permission to attack. Oh, no.
Hi, Daisy May.
Oh, you need permission for. You have permission to move your piece, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my friends, since everybody's here, welcome. Glad you all could make it. I'm
Hello.
glad you all did because, like I said, I feel like there's going to be a little bit more involved in this because I feel like this is going to be a really big decision for you guys. It's going to affect a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Because, ooh, did you get my model? Did you buy a model?
Yes. I did.
I don't see any models linked, but Breya.
Okay.
You
I
gotta go into
think.
TaleSpire and
I
link it.
okay. I see. I see. I gotta go to account. Oh,
But while that is going on, it's a very big decision for you guys in and out of the game because technically, this is a very big plot area. I'm speaking out of character. So, this is one of the few times where the plot armor drops and whatever happens, happens.
Time to die, everyone. Let's go.
He basically said
now-
he gives himself permission to kill us.
That's what I need to say out of character. In character, you guys may or may not be dealing with Vecna. That has not been established.
Correct.
But what you do know is that you're dealing with an incredibly powerful individual that is also at least decently intelligent.
I do.
You're
like he at
So-
least made it to 8th grade.
I appreciate your warnings and everything, but like for our characters, we don't really have a choice
Mm-hmm.
based on our character's
Well,
morality.
Like I was saying, I just want to present all the information so that whatever you guys choose, you guys don't feel like I left anything out.
Okay.
But like you said, but you are correct. Basically, your choices are go into this dude's home turf or trap. Who knows?
Let's be
You're taking
real.
his word that he does want to fight you mano a mano because he wants the pleasure of killing you with his own two hands, or you don't go in, and he comes through on his threat to send every undead creature in his possession after your fort.
Yeah.
Or there is
Let's be
option
real, it's a
C,
trap.
technically, where
Run
you just say, screw this crap and leave.
That's my option.
So we leave everyone else to die? We can't do
That's
that.
probably you can
is
take as many
option-
people as you can take.
The
50
that is
problem
my
is
people.
option 2 and 3 are just not options for Breya. She's not gonna leave people behind to die.
Yeah, same.
And you know what? Shrike has just broken this group in.
But there could
Look,
be more options.
Crusix has already had to watch several people sink below the sea that he couldn't save. I ain't gonna leave an entire village behind.
I was about to say, there could be other options. Those were just the ones that popped in my head immediately. I'm sure if you guys put your heads together, there may be another way. But
Well,
as it
we could
stands-
fly. What if we
I mean-
just tie everybody up and use them as kind of like we just use them as a rope trailing behind our airship as we fly
Stop
away?
it.
The dragon on the
Alright,
ground.
everyone grab onto your partner and hang on really tight.
Like monkeys in a barrel.
Oh my god.
we're going to need more barrels.
More barrels.
Am I the only one that's just like, fuck this, and wants to get out?
I
Yeah,
don't.
probably.
I don't
Let me
wanna do
ask
this.
this: How
I
many
wouldn't mind
people
surviving,
do
you
we
know?
know roughly? How many people are within this settlement?
Hundreds.
Give or take at least 1,000.
Cool. How many can we fit on the ship at one time?
Like 50.
Less than that.
Like-
It's in Lydia's statistics, but I
Aye,
think it's probably because I'm not sure the maximum. It's not how many people
It's
it
weird.
comfortably fits, but the maximum weight it can hold, I think, would be around 500. So half of that.
500. I
Let
would say.
me see.
It could be less than that. That's just a rough guess. I'm willing to give it benefit of the doubt also because it's a magical ship.
Yeah.
But there is one more contributing factor I think you guys should hear.
Oopsie.
before we move forward.
Okay.
And that's something that our good friend James here triggered.
James. What? I'm gonna need my juice for this. What did you do?
Get your juice
Gave me a
box.
I need to
fucking
get my juice.
anxiety attack about this.
You're welcome.
Is this information our characters are going to know?
I won't
or-
lie, James.
We're gonna find
Earlier,
out.
because you were talking in the chat with me and Mav, I thought somehow you got my lead count banned. Because I
What?
was like, what the hell
What
could
the
involve
fuck?
all
Like
three of us?
he did shit so bad, like the
I was
Urbanic
like,
Hurricane.
what the hell could involve all three of
Banned-
us that you're
banned with
telling me
me.
you fucked us all?
Yeah, I didn't. I actually didn't realize at first that it was the group chat. You know, I just saw
I
Kachina
thought-
and I was like, Kachina!
I thought you somehow got me banned.
Paul, you might have to jump out and jump in for those to take effect.
Gotcha.
Just let me know when to summon you again. But in any case, so I'm going to go ahead and say that everybody did, at least for the very first day, everybody went and did all the things that they normally do or chose to do during that time period. And that I would say all of you meet in the Nexus, the dream world, for this moment in time. After spending a little bit of time there, you notice that Dorval is kind of getting riled up and yelling some things towards the tree.
Look, buddy, I know we've been rocking out for the past 3 days to heal that turtle dude, but it's cool. Concert's over. Calm down. You okay?
And you
Okay.
you can feel free to actually say what you were saying out loud so
Sure.
that people can hear it.
Okay.
Although-
Just. Yeah. Okay.
This,
So.
like, is this like day 2 or day?
This is the night of day 1.
Okay.
What reason is that, Deeproot? What caused this? What have I done?
Someone's in trouble. Someone's in
Are we
trouble.
all in the spirit world right now? Everyone?
I would like that to be the case, yes.
Okay, Breya's gonna run over and make sure the tree's okay.
The tree seems to be fine. Shrike has not lit it on fire yet.
tree
She's
and
gonna
not
hug
Dorval.
it and look over her shoulder and give Dorval a suspicious look. What'd you do?
Wait, I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait for
For the
me.
people who make it there first, you just see Deeproot walking away from Dorval.
Dorval, you okay?
He's not even going to answer me?
He does not answer you.
What happened? What I miss? What I miss?
Deeproot, where are you going? You need to explain this.
So all that Breya sees currently before other people show up is that Dorval's holding a, how would you word that? Folded up, curled up, rolled up parchment.
Yeah.
What
Correct.
happened? What I miss?
There we go. Nice, Paul. That looks snazzy.
They come through?
Yes, sir, it did.
Yes!
He knock one off and
That guy up there just hovering and sitting. Oh,
Why is Breya still gigantic?
oh
That
god,
is
everyone
I
died.
sure wish we had light.
Oh,
in
Because
this
it's
shit,
my
world.
someone
special
rolled a
ability to
1.
become
oh,
colossal size.
hang on. I think I need to hit apply.
Someone just wrote a 1. Oh, wow.
There, I can. Oh my goodness.
I didn't
Josh, is
realize
that why
that.
they died? Because of super. Oh my god, I'm huge.
I didn't realize that you guys were in the dark this whole time.
Yes. Yes, you were.
I forgot to apply changes. All right, let me make Paul's character.
Oh my god.
Make unique.
I like all the different
Ooh.
cards. I like that a lot.
Oh, he already has the name. Cool.
He's got a bird here too.
Yep,
That-
Stooky.
Oh, he's
And-
just chilling.
I
He's
tried
like,
looking. That is quite literally the only bird they had I could put on my base. It's like, well, I guess it's a little songbird, whatever.
Oh,
Hey, I
Josh,
mean-
by the way,
It works.
in case we ever go back to the other game, I did also make a model for Tac Tac and Drill.
Awesome. I mean, I'm willing to switch back and forth between as you guys want to. So that's up to you guys.
I can go back to playing Luminera.
I'm too interested to switch right now.
Well,
But
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
Mirror's-
that's what I'm saying. If you guys ever get bored of your characters, you can have them go on an adventure and play another character, and they can come back later if you want.
Mhm.
Or if you guys get bored of the campaign, we can always start a different one or go back to an old one. That's perfectly fine.
I had to include the cards in my character because of the 420s I rolled throwing them at the big giant Hulk thingy.
Yeah.
No crap.
So it's like, huh. All right, these are my best weapons now. So here it is. My silly looking magic playing cards. I will throw them at you
It
with
looks really
prejudice.
You're making me sick.
As far as I'm concerned, I just want to play D&D. That's all that matters to me.
D&D.
Josh, I grew up to
D&D.
the sound of rolling dice and pencil scribbling on paper. Let's do this.
Oh.
So,
I go chasing after Deeproot if he's not gonna answer me.
so
Wait! I'm chasing after Dorval.
Would I know who Deeproot is as much as the others? Because I know I hadn't been there as long.
I mean, you have a general idea of his existence, but I wouldn't say you know him as much as
Like,
some
do
of
I
the
know?
others.
Do I know what his position here is? Like, is he like a leader or a
He's a main
chieftain or
honcho.
the
He
main
he'll
pepper?
never admit to being the chieftain, but he basically is.
So he's like Kodlak from Skyrim. Not the leader, but practically is the leader.
As everybody goes to him, everybody listens to him, but he's not in charge according to him.
Gotcha.
Dorval! Wait, is that the thing I
After
drew?
is Breya going to? How many people are following the yelling?
I mean-
I'm
I'll
definitely
make my way.
following.
Look, Dorval just came back to us, and I need my rocking out buddy, so I gotta follow him to see what he's doing.
My God.
So once Deeproot slowly walks to the edge of the forest on the opposite side, behind the tree, he stops right at the edge and he's just staring into like the thick, dense brush that is the forest. Basically, beyond this is beyond the borders of the village.
You can't leave, Deeproot. Where are you going?
I'm not leaving, young one. I would say Breya and Mirra are there. And I would say after maybe 15 or 20 seconds more dialogue, then everybody else can show up that wants to be there.
Shrike followed.
Yuelia is also following, just trailing behind everyone else.
About to say, it's like kind of shambling along. Me too. Me too.
Oh, it's not ominous.
Along with everybody coming up, as Nevermore makes her way there, she walks up beside him. She goes, "Is this about what we talked about?" And he goes, "Indeed."
.com. Sorry.
Can somebody please explain what's going on? What is happening? What did I do?
He takes a deep breath, or you can at least hear him inhale, and he just lets out a deep, long sigh. You must understand, young one, that sometimes things are meant to happen and they don't particularly, it doesn't particularly mean that you were at fault or that you had done something to make whatever event occurred. While you were a vessel that caused the gears of fate to turn, this would inevitably happen one way or another.
What is happening?
He finally decides to turn a little bit and faces Nevermore, just turning his head in his mask. I leave them in your capable hands. It's up to you to lead them after this moment.
It's not ominous.
But
She doesn't reply and just gives one slow nod.
but if I need to go buy hug. I need to go buy hug. You can't.
Breya looks very puzzled.
Ditto.
But there is no. What about the others? They didn't get to say goodbye. And
Well, now as everybody is kind of chatting a little bit, you see all the villagers, the mass villagers, kind of gather around in somewhat of a circle. So now it's just like one whole big group at the edge of the forest.
Yeah, Dorval's tears are fully flowing now. Not just the frustrated tears they were before, Josh.
Understood.
but I didn't get to throw your goodbye party, or
Deep
and you
root.
didn't tell us.
Deep root. You can tell that he notices because his mask turns straight toward you, Dorval. And then you see him collect himself to speak again. This has been said once, but I believe it's fair to say to the rest of you as well. Excuse me. I need to drink something really quick, sorry.
Me too. Jeez.
My apologies.
Oh my god.
Whew. Oh no, I'm running out of juice.
3, 5, 4, 4.
I will ask you all the same question that I asked Dorval. Mainly directed towards you chosen by Gaia. Do you still believe that the gods exist?
Well,
Yes.
of course. I saw one. How can you explain what happened with the tree other than something the gods did?
Will you stop squishing everybody? So rude.
And I would have to agree with you all.
But why are you leaving? I don't understand.
I wouldn't say leaving is me physically leaving. But yes, had I not seen the child of the world tree with my own eyes, as I've said, I would have thought you all fools for believing that statement. As I explained to young Dorval here, time flows differently. Your visits are millions of years in between. I see you once in a million lifetimes every time you come.
So you're not leaving, you're retiring.
That's awful.
But it feels like this once stagnant place is beginning to move forward. There are maybe powers that still be or wills that still exist that wish to aid you all.
Oh, So why are you leaving? We need you.
Indeed, you do need me. That's why I've been here this entire time. I was here before the masked villagers. I was here before the trees. I have been waiting here since this place existed. For one sole purpose: I've waited for the moment that something happened to let me know that it was time.
Yeah, so you said this. You said it that it seems your time has also finally come, but what time? What has come? What are you doing?
It's just because of
My
Vecna.
purpose for being here is a gift to you all. Basically, your last fighting chance that the gods had bequeathed in their absence. I will become literally the gateway for you to move across the astral plane as you please.
Oh.
Along with the orb that you have and the guidance of Nevermore, who has moved across the abyss herself.
Oh my god. The map.
You'll be able to find and do things no mortal has ever been capable of. Ever. For there are some things that have been hidden in the astral plane since the beginning of existence itself. The beings that you're going to be up against, they're not going to be able to be taken down by normal means. You will need the aid of friends. You will need the aid of nations. But I think the reason that I was put here and this power was meant to be for you is so that you could literally wield the powers of the gods themselves to maybe change the future of the world for one last time.
One last time?
I'm well aware of the being that you call truth. You can say that we've met.
Wait, that we call what? Sorry?
Truth. It's the
This would be pre-Dorval.
yeah.
I don't know if they've ever told you this story.
He's
I don't
the
think I was there for this either. Then
being.
It is pre-Crusix.
He's the being who pretty much gave Mirra the orb.
I don't
And-
think I was there the day that actually happened, by the way.
Jeez. Wow. Pedi?
I also
know.
don't know.
He's
It is
Truth, yeah.
pre-Yuelia.
I'm pretty sure it's pre-Shrike.
Nope.
No.
Oh, Shrike knows about it. Okay.
It's been a long time, but you were definitely there.
because that's when I got the orb.
This is the part in the story where you guys went to the gray world. Where like everything
Okay,
was...
got you. Okay, I know.
Everything
The Upside
was
Down.
sad. Yeah.
Oh, Raceland Magir's world? Just kidding.
No, we went to visit the kids from Stranger Things.
In any case, unfortunately, that's as much guidance and as much I can say about the matter because past this point, I truly don't know.
So, like, what are we supposed to do next?
If you're asking for my wisdom,
I mean, you seem to have all the answers when we need them.
when you have as much time as I do, you have a lot of free moments to answer questions. Probably a lot that no one ever asks. Well, at least until you all ask them. But it is what I said. And he points a finger at the rolled up paper that Dorval is holding.
This is a map of the astral plane, isn't it? That's why it makes no sense.
I
It's
see it.
not that it's on the astral plane or of the astral plane, but it's in the astral plane.
I don't think that makes things anything less confusing.
Can I take a look at the map?
Sure. Well,
And the map,
technically
and
it's
the
up to
map.
Dorval.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
A peek.
I'm gonna
But wait, this
just lay
this
it out. And
is
You've already seen it, Yuelia, by the way.
have I?
this is the map that I copied
Oh, I
from
forgot.
the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's
Oh, from inside the cave?
Yeah.
correct.
Inside the mines.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh. Okay.
This is
So it's not a new map. Okay.
Hey, I forgot to turn it count.
Hi.
Sorry. Patron Jenny exploded.
Patron Jenny, all hail. All hail, Patron Jenny. Hi, Jenny!
Hail.
Hello!
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
bonjour.
But
Harry Potter.
As hellos just keep.
I
getting
will not,
blurred.
or I should say, I cannot tell you where to go from here. But given my experience in the matters, I do believe that your upcoming battles with these individuals that are drastically shaping the world as they are not going to be easily won. The time in this world is nearly infinite.
That's helpful.
And I think it would benefit you all to use that to your advantage.
You're telling us to Dragon Ball Z this shit and
Hyperbolic.
Hey.
Hyperbolic time
Yeah.
shift.
yes.
Hyperglycemia glycemer.
Again, do as you will.
Level 20 here
How
we
many
come.
levels will we skip if we do that?
Well, I didn't say we wouldn't role play through it because you're getting access to the astral plane.
That's
Everything that was, everything that will be, stuff that's only in your dreams.
So
This is
technically,
literally
we
the
have
plane of
infinite
dreams.
time to train before we fight Vecna.
Technically, yes.
Let's do it.
Captain.
Yeah.
It's the only way we can actually ethically solve this problem while getting stronger.
Well,
The highest chance of
eventually this was going to happen.
It's
But-
training montage.
I believe, given the feeling that I got from holding the map a second time, I truly believe that that is a good place to start.
Level 10.
Now,
And now Dorval's just in awe.
so yes, my advice would be to seek the very last temple of Moradin, the Temple of True Resurrection.
Do we know its whereabouts?
We have the map.
Map.
And we have our guide.
The map. Damn the map.
Is this temple in the astral plane?
Yes.
Given the feeling I just got from it, I truly believe it is.
Is our airship in this dimension with us, or are
Nope.
we doing this on foot?
On foot.
On foot. All right.
Wait,
Get your
didn't-
rations.
hold on. Didn't Deeproot just say that he would be like a gateway for us?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that
Deeproot
was
to
until
some
after
airship.
we had the powers.
I do not wish to leave before you have said what you wish to say. So, if any words need to be spoken, please speak them now.
I mean, it's kind of a dick move you retiring when we need you most, but I get it.
Shrike, that's so rude.
God, why did you get so old?
Look, Shrike is just being honest. It's a dick move what he's doing, but he appreciates that he's being honest about it.
Listen, Deeproot, you've been so helpful, and I'm sorry sometimes I came in here and I said hi to other people first, and we started talking first because I didn't realize it was like thousands of years that had passed, and I was taking that for granted, and I'm sorry, and I'm really gonna miss you, and I enjoyed our tea parties, and I want to give him a hug.
He's kind of, you can tell he's just kind of, but then after a couple seconds, he just does the one hand pat.
Thank you.
I did enjoy our tea parties too. It was something that I did look forward to in between all the years.
No, it really is.
Isn't there anything he could have done to like shorten the time between our visits?
That seems excessive.
It, when you are here long enough, time gets convoluted and you don't really see years as years, but sometimes even days. Just, it's very difficult to explain unless you've been here for a very long time.
So, I'm gonna bow to him, and I'm going to say, thank you for this gift. Thank you for the opportunity to discover where this map leads.
I am happy to assist you all, but this is what I was meant to do.
I feel him in my soul, and I know that we're going to find it.
I truly believe that that is true.
The ends.
Will you
We'll
stop
go to
trying to
war.
attack everybody?
I didn't know I could. I didn't know that there was measuring tools.
All right,
Oh,
now I turn
no.
around and I throw the torch at the tree.
Will you?
Oh no! All right,
And that's how the campaign ended.
And a Breya
All right,
attack.
guys. Good news. Y'all don't have to fight Vecna after all. Bad news. You're all making new characters because everything just crumbled into existence. This world no longer exists. New guys.
Is there
Breya
anything
tackle.
I wanna try
Breya tackle
something.
Dorval. If Dorval try hurt tree.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Don't worry.
Okay.
You definitely don't want to be on the other end of that anchor, let me tell you.
I want to take my locket that I've had for all this time, because I've never thought to try this, but I'm gonna try it out in here
Okay.
and see what it does. The light, see if it points to something different in here. Does it even activate in here?
It looks like it's trying to, but as the beam comes out, it just kind of makes almost like a tornado. It
Okay.
just kind of swirls in place.
So it's like the power is just kind of trying to figure out a way out. And okay, I got you. All right. That's what I figured.
Actually, I have a question for Deeproot that you just made me think of. I want to know more about the recorder. Do you maybe have any information on this? And I'll pull it out.
Yes, I believe I've seen you practicing with that instrument from time to time. It's a very old instrument, from what I can tell. Not that I'm very familiar with it, but the magics within it are familiar to me. Sound is a vibration, as you might be aware of. It is a resonance that is created and then goes outward to touch all things. The nature of, at least magically, of what you hold is something that catches that resonance and is able to mimic it, replicate it. Even the most unique of sounds can be copied by that instrument. But I don't mean it in just literal sound of what you hear. It can copy magic itself.
You're sure that's cheating?
How? That I could not tell you, as it does seem to be, or as it does seem to have a mind of its own.
Oh my god, it's another living fucking thing.
It's a
Yeah,
recording
I
recorder.
already knew that.
It's a recorder.
Well,
Eventually,
It's a
eventually,
recording
all the players will be
recorder.
replaced with living gear,
I
and we'll all just be
did my
playing the gear
homework
respectively.
out.
I don't know if you guys were here when I discussed it, but
Isn't that the Blue Mage recorder?
Yes.
I don't know if you all were here when I discussed it a long time ago, but basically in my world, or at least this specific campaign, in order to make stronger magic items, the items have to be sentient. A magic item can only be so strong without something to guide the magic, I guess is the best way to put it.
Can the
I'm gonna
recorder
pull up
suck
my-
up like
Governor,
souls and stuff
an
and like
inhibitor.
shove it into? We use that to shove it into weapons. That seems wrong.
What?
I'm
It
gonna
can
shove it
copy-
to your weapon.
It can
Dude,
copy.
Dorval.
There we go. It can copy.
Let's
a
play rock
person.
music at it, and then have someone cast fireballs at it so you can record it all, and the next person that messes with us is going to get a very confusing show.
It can copy a person.
Rock music comes blasting through, and a
Music
fireball.
and pyrotechnics all in one.
Right? He's his own walking show. We just have to practice behind stage. That's all.
It is pretty perfect.
Get it all loaded up. All right, buddy, have fun. Go melt their faces off.
That'd be bad.
Literally.
Oh no.
Would
That's
that
actually
work?
terrifying.
That
That's
is
terrifying.
amazing.
Does that work?
and terrifying.
Don't tempt us, Josh.
So can it
Similar
copy the soul of a
to-
person and we put it, and then we play it back and put it in a weapon?
Wait, you can capture souls with
Is
it
it a
too?
soul capturing thing?
I mean, no one said anything about capturing souls. but-
Okay. No.
Look, this weapon is getting slightly
guy-
terrifying with each.
Guy gave
If
me an
this-
idea. Guy made me think. Guy's here, everybody.
Gonna be the
Say hi to
kazoo
Guy.
of doom.
Hi, guy.
I got.
Hi, guy.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
guy.
Oh, I like that. He says, copy the voice of the king and tell all the guards that they're fired.
See, I was kind of thinking that sort of thing. You know, like copying voices, seeing if it
Yeah,
could.
he wants to know, so can you copy and play back like a specific sound, or can you then
As
edit
it
it?
currently stands, not enough has been
We don't know.
done with said instrument to know what it's fully capable of.
Understood. Which the instrument is not. But
In a similar turn of events, I'm gonna pull out my garbage stick.
not the garbage
And,
stick.
The
He was-
garbage
Ask
stick.
deep
Oh, right.
root.
You found that in a pile of garbage, didn't you?
It was
Yeah.
nice.
And
doing
I'm gonna
its
ask
best for you.
Deeproot what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it.
You guys, he's trying to leave, and all you're doing is bringing these petty problems in there. Okay,
Look,
like
you know what? I've tried everything at this point.
We're wanting him
except-
to go out like Master
Never-
Oogway, so we're handing him a
never
staff so
more's
he can hand
taken
it back
over.
today.
we can
be
ask for it.
fair-
We don't have to like.
To be fair, the recorder was found in the same place as that map, and I didn't know if
True.
maybe it had some sort of purpose.
Do you
You
have
know, to, like, help-
inspiration?
Do I?
Correct.
Yes.
If you didn't, you were getting it.
Yep.
The correct answer there was no.
Dorval, that is a good train of thought. You know what? I'm gonna reward you with a plot point instead.
Plot point.
It got upgraded.
Ooh,
Don't
good
let
one.
tastes
Deeproot
like
leave.
blueberry.
Use your plot point.
Use it wisely.
There is a reason why you found them both together. Yes.
They're cousins.
Second
Maybe they
cousins
can
3
talk to each
times.
other.
So interestingly, we also found the book with it. So, like, the three kind of go hand in hand.
Wait, did the map come out of the book?
No, the
I-
map was on the wall, and I got Mirra to copy the map down.
Yeah.
And we found the
Gotcha.
recorder and the book in the loot pile.
Yeah.
I wonder if we have to use the recorder with the map and the book to navigate to the temple? Or is there...
Right.
Oh, blue? No, I'm on.
Oh, no, wait. What's the,
Oh
the
my
tree
God, we have-
beard? He's taking us to the temple, right?
We have to play the what is that? The not Song of Time, but the Royal Hyrule song.
Oh,
The
Zelda's
game.
Lullaby?
Yeah, Zelda's Lullaby, yes.
Someone holds up the map, another one, and he plays it.
But I can't say that I know what that staff you carry is.
Yeah.
It's a stick.
But I do recognize the
Jarvin.
magics within it. If you want to see what it can do, nurture it as you would any other.
Aw.
Alrighty, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Maybe don't call it a garbage stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a good
You
start.
hand
That is
it
a
to him, he
great
looks at it.
start.
This staff's depressed. Here.
It's so depressed. You gave it the sads, okay?
Way
You
to
need
go.
stop that.
Congratulations. It was going to be a cool staff. Now it's just sad.
Now it's sad.
I'm gonna.
Now,
I'm
now
gonna
you get a
check it out.
-1 to happiness every time you do something now because the staff is sad and it projects onto you.
That's fair. Alright, I'm
kind of
Gucci.
looks across everybody to make sure nobody else has anything left to say.
Nope. Ready to do this.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
We'll definitely miss
Bye.
you.
The villagers actually start to speak up, although softly. You just hear them here and there. Thank you, Master Deeproot. Thank you, thank you. And Nevermore goes, you will be missed. And he says one thing before he turns back around. I probably won't be as far away as you all think.
Probably
That's
Oh.
not sketchy.
One last thing. He has his back turned, so he puts his hand up. And as he takes his hand away, his big mouth down into like this, like human, almost human, oval shaped. Just this tiny wooden. I actually have a good, thanks to winning the roll with Robyn. It doesn't look like this,
Oh, yeah.
but it's about this size.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the definitely not haunted masks. I think George got the haunted one.
The crazy one,
Crazy
maybe.
one. Yeah.
Steph said I'm
But-
not allowed to have any haunted masks.
He turns back around and he goes towards Shrike and he extends his hand with the mask in it.
I take the mask.
Starts crying.
For
my
a
God.
couple of you who don't know or haven't seen yet, you see that Deeproot is basically a gnome warforged. He's like a tiny warforged.
Oh my god.
Deep root is Shrike, confirmed.
So small.
Shrike is the new deep root.
You see that now that the mask is kind of not blocking pretty much everything, you see that his everything that he is more natural, I guess. Whereas Shrike looks like he has shaved wood and everything is something that a craftsman might put together. Deeproot looks like he's literally made of natural wood and natural vines and such.
I cast plant growth on him.
No.
Stop it.
I'm kidding.
Wow!
Shrike, are you watching the stream?
Yes.
Yeah, I just posted something for you.
He goes, while the matters of the mortal world has never particularly interested me, I have grown very fond of you all and your visits. If there was any one wish that I would ever ask or have, is that I hope you all succeed.
Me too.
Failure is not an option.
Well,
Mirra
I mean,
is
it
clinging
kinda
onto Dorval and trying not to cry, but failing miserably.
Aw.
Screaming,
then-
I'm not crying, you're crying.
He then turns one last time and goes to the edge of the forest. And you see him kind of kneel down and put his hands at the forest edge. And you just see his body kind of meld as like the roots of him kind of go into the ground and he just melts in the ground. But as he reaches a low point, this circle starts to appear.
Is he about to get Thanos?
And it comes up into a circle, a perfect circle, with the love vines reaching up and connecting. And they all just kind of merge and become thicker until nothing is left but this wooden vine circle at the edge of the forest.
Is it kind of like what Groot made in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, like that big ball cage of like roots, something like that?
I think
It's
that
just a flat
other than it's just a circle,
not
like a ring?
3D ball.
but yeah,
Was it a
Picture
ring
it-
on? I thought it was like a big ball, like a sphere.
I picture it more like the Bifrost, like when Thor, makes the circle on the ground with the symbols in it without the symbols.
I was thinking
like-
more three-dimensional than
but
flat.
just imagine that it's a ring made out of roots and branches just at the edge of the forest now.
Incredible.
But after a moment,
He's a gateway.
Yes.
the circle within it just becomes darker and darker until it's pretty much jet black.
High school.
And with a sudden flash of white light, this circle has what can only be explained as like the starry sky within it. Just endless depth and stars within itself.
Incredible.
I guess this is what we're supposed to go into.
Is that something Yuelia says out loud? Or is that
Yeah.
out of character?
No, I said it.
I don't care.
Well,
Nevermore speaks up. It's not, well, technically, yes, it is what you go into. But this is what you'll use to traverse the astral plane. When you leave through here, your existence will be tethered to this place. When people enter the dream world, normally, in order for them not to get lost, the god of dreams made it so that their existence, their conscious, was tethered to their body by a silver thread. So that whenever you wake up, the silver thread would pull you back, soul and everything, to your body. This is the same way. No matter what, as long as the silver thread doesn't get severed, you will always be pulled back to this spot.
Interesting.
What could cause that thread to be severed?
Mm. It's not something you can particularly see or touch. I doubt there's any beings other than the gods that could do anything to you, that thread.
Okay, so that's not so much of a word.
Oh.
Nevermore. So Deeproot mentioned that you are kind of like our guide. Is there any, looking at all the stars, this reminds me of like the map, because I remember it was starry constellations on the map from the description you gave of it on the wall. Is this like, can you make sense of this map?
Yes. Given what we've discussed over many, after much time being here, Deeproot was certain that when the time came, something would tell him that you guys were ready. And then when that time came, I would help lead you to at least where you need to begin.
So this really is like fate.
As the Raven Queen would say, yes.
Is this something we all want to get into right now?
Well, we can't go back to the waking world because then our timer starts.
Well, you still have 2 more days.
I don't want to start the timer.
I mean, Dorval is very excited about this.
Where we're going to start training, that's at the temple, correct?
So, out of character, if we go and try to find this temple, we are safe for now from Vecna, or allegedly Vecna, doing anything, correct?
Yes. 'Cause
It would be assumed that Vecna has no idea
Okay.
about what you guys are doing here.
Wait, so is
He probably has some inclination because you guys went into the dream world in order to save the kid that you don't remember.
Yeah.
Who?
Be quiet.
Who?
You be quiet.
Who?
Shush.
But he thinks at least so far, he thinks very little of you guys. So I don't think he knows anything about all of this.
Okay. Yeah, I say we do it. It's kind of our best option.
Is Quip with me?
And by training, it's less like you guys do push-ups for 1,000 years, and more that you guys can literally explore the vastness of the astral plane and train by taking on the challenges within it.
If there's no
Do it.
time limit here in
Like,
this world, I
We're gonna-
definitely see nothing wrong with us getting stronger because we have no idea what's through that portal. It could be just instant
There-
death for us if the state
But
we're
there
in now.
is a time limit. We can't stay here that long because it will.
Well,
certainly
time in
affect
this,
us.
but time in
you
this
can't
realm is
stay
different.
here- So basically, in the Nexus, it is wise to only stay there for 24 hours its time, because things start to get a little bit fuzzy as to how long you stay, and it can be really, really, really
Is
mentally.
24 hours its time the same 24 hours we would know of? Or
No.
It's hard to say what it, because you don't like wake up when you leave the Nexus. So it's hard to say if you're there for a second or a microsecond or a minute. No one's been able to figure out what 24 hours there. But the residents are more than willing to tell you, hey, you've been here for a full day. You can go back now. But the thing is staying there for a really long period of time and then going back to the real world has almost mind-breaking effects on the psyche. Like things just stop adding up and
The
become
last time
we
we were
can't
in there
abuse
for a
the
long amount of
system.
time, we actually walked out with exhaustion.
But traveling the astral plane means you're leaving the Feywild. You still have the benefit of having all the time you want, but you won't get distorted. So the only place you don't want to be for a long period of time
Is
Here in
here.
the Nexus.
is the Nexus.
So we jump
Or
in
in
portal.
memories. You don't want to stay in memories for a long time either.
then yeah, I think our best bet's going through the portal and at least
But
escaping the temple. And
as Breya and Yuelia would know, I think Crusix might know this to a degree too. Pretty much all storage, all bags of holding, everything, all that makes use of the astral plane. Which is why when you break a bag or you stuff a bag into a bag, everything gets launched into the astral plane.
Yep.
So God knows how many rare items
I
over
was
the
going to
course
say,
of
there's going to be just one spot somewhere float with like tens of million of platinum worth of magical gear. Just some dude's like, I'm going to put this bag. Oh, shit. It's
I will become the bag man.
the bag man.
So
I'm beyond curious as to what happens if we open it while in this world. If we do the same thing while in this part, what happens then?
Re-teleportation.
give me Bob.
If you
If
try
you-
to stuff
you-
a bag of holding in a bag of holding while in the astral plane,
Yeah. What type of hell do we unleash?
you probably, if I were to guess off the top of my head, because I've never bothered to think, you
I
probably
want you to think on it now. I want you to be prepared for it.
I'm
It
pretty
might happen.
sure what would happen is you guys would get black holed and spit out into another part of the astral plane.
Yeah, that
Mike,
makes
you
sense.
remember that time in Minecraft on Jack's server when we mixed those two mods together? It didn't work, and I broke the server, and Jack
Yeah.
had to go in backwards, light TNT to blow up the object so we can look at it? That times 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
it would be like a wormhole to a different part of.
Wait,
the
okay,
astral.
so if Bob, his content's going to the astral plane, have we ever tried communicating with Bob while here? Like, would he have more of a conscience in the astral plane than he would
That's
in
a good
the material
question.
plane?
The answer is no.
Not tried it.
No.
At least we haven't tried.
No, you guys have never been to the astral plane.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
When we go there, we should see if we can talk to Bob.
Is Quip gonna be with me?
So
Quip is always with you wherever you go.
Quip.
the
Back.
one thing
Welcome back.
that welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
One of the things that they mentioned, that Deeproot mentioned, was that we need like. I'm sorry, I'm a little unclear. Was it armies to fight like Vecna, or was it armies to like fight?
The way
the
I was
astral
trying to
plane.
phrase it is this has been discussed between the other players. I don't know who's remembered it. But Deeproot doesn't think very highly of Vecna. Deeproot thinks there are much bigger fish at play
Right.
that is in opposition to you guys.
Wait, so Vecna's just like
Small
nothing
fry.
in his eye compared to what could be out there?
Vecna,
Alright. We
It's
pissed off the
already been
farmer, guys.
established that by Katopus that Vecna is a subordinate to Saga.
Right. So I guess
I
my
did not know
question is
this.
like, were we gonna need armies in the astral plane, or is this like when we go back to our world?
He just believes that it might take more than just what you guys as adventurers, as
Maybe he
Elite
means
and
we
everything.
need to possess some kind of magical item or artifact that can weaken.
He's basically saying that if you want to find something, according to the message that was given to him by what he believes are the gods, if you want to find something, the place to find it is the astral plane.
Yeah, yeah, I'm all in. I want.
I guess
I'm
we're
ready for
taking a trip
this.
there.
I don't
Yep,
wanna
I'm itching for an adventure. Woo!
accidentally steal something from someone's bag of holding by just traveling through the astral plane.
Because the astral plane is also where you find the other planes. Like,
I'm going to find Moradin.
well,
I'm
like
Where
I
going to
does
find
say,
his
where does
temple.
Mikey Sloth come from?
the plane of Earth is through the astral plane. The plane of fire, the plane of air, the plane of
Plane of
nightmare.
Moradin. God damn it.
Does
just
that
kidding.
mean I might be able to find my old cat in the plane of fire?
That is very, very true. Yes.
Wait, well, hold on. There's a story.
gotta go
Why did you
visit
yeet a cat into the plane of fire?
No, this cat was from the plane of fire and yeeted himself back.
Oh, this is, I
Yeah.
think his.
I don't
Ow!
think-
Oh shit! Wrong spell. That's the
I
plane of
don't
fire.
think he
Ah,
needed himself back more that since what was keeping him there vanished, he was no longer able to stay.
Was his name Mr. Scritches?
Mr.
No, Mr. Scruffle.
Ruffles.
Gruffles, that's what
Scruffles.
it was.
So what about the imp demon thing that Mirra had, that the Palor fish?
You know
Oh,
what?
that was in the
That
previous campaign.
Yeah, that's a different campaign.
Okay.
He,
Okay.
So are we
The
jumping in?
sunfish-
if I find one, I'm keeping it. But still,
Okay.
Did you guys want to prepare any way, sort of?
do we need to make
count
some
before you jump
food?
in?
I'm gonna give Dorval a nudge,
Let me
pull
make
out my
some food
loot,
first.
and
The
we're going to
benefit
play some
is-
inspiration music as we start walking towards that gate.
The
Wait, do we
benefit
need
is,
food in the spiritual, like astral plane to eat? Do we need food?
well, that's what I'm saying. The benefit of the astral plane is you don't need to eat there.
I'm trying to find an excuse.
No, yeah,
Well-
I'm all in for this. So
Oh
I'm
man,
hitting the map.
battle awaits us.
Whenever you guys are ready,
What is
Nevermore
wrong,
does-
Mirra?
Nevermore does have a short set of rules. Go ahead, Breya.
I want to go see my blacksmithing friends who have been teaching me and say goodbye to them, but I'll be back after.
I mean,
we
they're
get
all
done.
there in the crowd.
Yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye to them. I'm gonna say goodbye to the villagers that I'm friends with.
Start the
I mean, it
song.
doesn't take you long to find them. Even people that are not a part of those groups are wishing you well. There's mass people that are requesting that you have a safe journey and that you return soon.
All these people exactly, like the people in this particular.
And I'll say goodbye to the tree.
Actually, yeah, I do want to plant my spear close to the tree before
Okay.
we leave. Just in like memory of my deceased friend, Shanna. I feel like the tree would be something that she would feel comforted by, and it would be a perfect memorial spot for her.
Mirra,
fine.
something
Is
seems to be
it-
bothering you. What's wrong?
Well, it's just this time difference because there's been stuff that I've just been leaving laying there, and it's for thousands of years. It's just laying there, and so there's like a gift that I didn't finish, and it's just been sitting there, and you can't use it.
I have a quick question, Josh.
Yes.
So the way I've kind of headcaned it in my head is that Breya believes the god her people worship is the same being as what came out of the tree. Just with
Okay.
2 different forms, 2 different names, but they're the same being. So
Possible.
Yeah, that's what she believes. So she's saying her prayers to the tree now as well when she comes to the spiritual world.
Okay. But Mirra had a gift?
Well, I was making the mini shrine.
Correct.
Yes, and it's just been
But it is
sitting-
not done.
I know. So it's been sitting unfinished for thousands of years.
It'd be more
Rome
accurate to
wasn't
say
built in a
more
day.
than 1,000.
Ah!
Just
means
look
like
at
that's
the
out of our
avatar.
hands.
Built in
A
a day.
few
You went
millennia.
ahead, you created your own personal little sets of ruins.
I
no.
haven't made
Guys,
ruins.
Valona was not built in a day. Okay,
And-
this takes time.
So the
Josh,
dryads just been not growing for thousands of years.
It would probably be more accurate to say trillion or quadrillion.
So
not
the dryad
exaggerating.
seed hasn't bloomed for quadrillions of years.
The thing is
Okay.
that, not to get too far into it though, like time
Sucks.
is different in the fact that like it doesn't age anybody here, but it's just a year there. How do I explain? You basically would assess time in the same way. Like if you spend a minute making a paper airplane there, and you spend a minute make a paper airplane in the real world, it's a minute either way. But the thing is because the concept of time is different, you could make a million paper airplanes before the one person ever finished theirs in the real world.
That's efficiency.
So
Time
never
is
more mention some
indefinitely
rules.
expanded in the spiritual world.
So never more mention some rules, or at least was going to.
Yes. When everybody is ready to step through, I do have a couple of rules for you all.
Are we going now? Is there anything
We're
else? we
on our
need
way to
get?
the Astral Sea.
I know
Crusix
we're
is
staying
prepared for adventure.
I'm prepared.
Captain,
care if I'm
reporting
not
for
prepared.
duty.
I'm prepared.
I'm prepared. I just have a quick question.
Yes.
My spirits, am I gonna be limited in any way for them, or will I be able to just summon whichever one I want?
I mean, it'll depend on the elemental nature of the places you go.
Okay.
Because in between the space of the astral, because the astral plane isn't just full of stuff. It's literally like outer space in real life. Like there's Earth, and then there's like nothing.
gap.
There's Mars.
The biggest.
Yeah, like
So-
each of the planes are essentially like planets themselves in a way. It's just a planet encased in that
That's a
particular element.
good way to look at it as far as an analogy to real life. But the thing is that your spirits can function off of your essence. So it's not like they just disappear in between. But whether or not your spirits have any power or function on the places that you go to is dependent on where you go to.
Okay, fair enough.
So let's say the planet Earth. If you go there, Gnome will have a heyday because that's where his essence is from. But Salamander would not be happy.
Okay.
And probably
Sounds
not a
good.
Sylph either. Sylph. But the rules are only few, but are as follows. Number 1,
Don't die.
if you have the ability to not give your name, just like the Feywild, do not give your name.
Oops.
At least not the name that you identify yourself as. I should say.
Mirra's fucked. She can't lie.
I can't
But
lie
to
and I
say
introduce myself to
And
everybody.
Aurora will just
In the
forget.
astral plane, words have much more power, and names much more so.
No.
Well, Lydia.
All right, we're getting Mirra muzzle.
Alright, so Mirra's now in the back of the group.
Let's
Casting
give her that
silence on
item.
Mirra.
The
No,
reason-
let's give her that item that makes it so she can't talk. What?
the
what
biggest
item?
thing in this rule is you might be aware enough to make sure you don't say your own name, but also be careful shouting out other people's names.
We're in me
Yeah.
codename 1-7
Yeah.
now.
I'm
Joey
gonna
was
look
one of
at
your-
Mirra and give her a very serious look and say, "Can you do this?
I don't know.
You have to be sure you can do this before you walk through that door."
It is alive, Josh. It's gonna get you.
No problem. Okay.
She keeps hitting me with it, so I'm picking on her.
It's gonna be
It's okay if you can't, Mirra, but you can't go through if you can't.
Well,
Uh,
you guys
it would
do
be-
have the mask that causes silence on the person who wears it.
You might just have
Oh my
to.
God.
Yeah,
Mira,
me.
this is for the greater good.
If you can't do this, you're putting everyone's life in danger. So you are either wearing this mask, or you're going to have to contain yourself.
I believe in you 100%.
I believe in you as well.
I
don't
believe
think
in you.
can.
I don't.
I do not.
I kind of lived around.
I have
Yuelia,
no
I do
I
not.
have
don't
no
think-
faith in her.
Everyone's like, "We believe in." He's like, "No, we're all going to die if y'all keep that up."
Nope.
Why are you all picking
You
on
know
me?
what Mirra cares about? Keeping people safe.
I do.
Mirra cares about Mirra's friends.
I do.
So Mirra is now Mary, and all of her friends are not their normal names.
Periwinkle.
I want to be Periwinkle.
I was about
Why
to say,
don't- why
you
don't
guys
you
might as
treat it
well
like-
just pick a color and be the Power Rangers, because
It's not
I-
green.
Dude, I think I'd make an awesome black.
I will be.
I'm green.
no, Dorval's
uh,
green because he rode the crap.
But like, Warlock is actually green.
I was gonna say green for my green eyes. I will be.
I'll be
Anchor. Call me Anchor.
Oh, there you go.
No one can forget Anchor. I'm holding it.
If that's
Hey,
the case,
yeah.
then Aurora's fist.
No,
And I'm-
Aurora's Aurora.
I'll be
No,
recorder.
No, Aurora is not Aurora.
Just
Um,
spelled differently.
So
The recorder.
Shrike,
Aurora.
That's too close. That's.
Shrike can just be spirits.
I'm gonna forget it. I need to write all this down. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm
Mirra
helping
pulls
you
out
out.
Mirra pulls out a
I mean,
thing.
I
we've
just-
seen
I
how well
just
we are
helped
with
you
Lydia
out.
and
I put
Lilith,
Anchor
so
in my
we're
name.
boned.
We're
Right?
boned.
Like,
She never more speaks up. She goes, I would just recommend just making a mental note that before you talk, you assess if it's going to involve somebody's name.
Oh,
Mhm.
It is your best bet.
okay.
This is how
Cast
people get
silence on
banished.
Mirra.
Well-
Meow.
Not just about anywhere. Not all forces in a place are good.
I will be right back.
But okay, I am under the assumption that everyone is basically good. So
We are going to assume otherwise right now.
that
Doesn't mean we have to just blast first, ask questions later,
Shrike.
but we are
Right.
going to be on edge. We do not introduce ourselves first.
I'm gonna sleight of hand the mask onto Mirra.
So we're going to just, if we see other people, we're going to go on about our business. We don't stop and talk. We just go.
I don't-
If they stop and talk to us, we will be careful with our words, but not
I
later.
think I'm gonna need the mask, you guys.
You're going to need the
I'm
mask.
gonna need the mask. There's no way that Mirra will not either slip up or just introduce herself.
You're going to need the mask. This is exactly
or
why
it's your
I
choice.
believe
You
need
know,
the
when
mask.
she met a vampire, she told him her full name,
Which is bad.
first and
Very.
last name.
she handed him a card with her address and work schedule on it.
I did.
Here's my credit
okay?
card. I
Here's my
really
credit
trust
card.
you to go buy
trust
the
just
key to
milk.
my house.
You know, let's say, here's the key to my house.
You
This is
have
my blood
permission
type.
to go inside.
This is my.
I said
This is
I
my
was
bank
at his
account number.
service. Okay, I'm like
Okay,
first
so
last name.
so
at
what
your
other rules are
service.
there?
So rule number 2: While you cannot die in the astral plane, a moment you would reach that point, I would say you will be yanked all the way back to the Nexus. It is very traumatizing. You will need time to recover if such a situation arises.
Oh.
Yuelia can be Ellie.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
sure there were.
isn't there another Ellie in the group?
I'm sure there are many fantastic entities out there in the astral plane that are willing to help you in case one of your allies gets yanked back all the way to here. But just know that if one of your allies gets yanked all the way back, odds are that they are very much alive.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Just waking up in a cold sweat and a pants full of urine.
But
Who peed my pants?
this does not apply to rule number 3.
Oh boy.
Rule number 3. Rule number 2 is a lie and you can die.
If you ever see a colossal creature with one eye roaming the astral plane, leave.
I'm gonna look at Aurora.
Hunt.
Can you
Would
do
Did I know
that?
the names of these
That-
creatures?
While it cannot eat you, or sorry, I said that wrong. While it cannot kill you, if it manages to eat you, you will not be able to return so long as you remained in its stomach.
Oh.
Can
Gonna look at
I-
Aurora.
Yes.
Can I roll to see if I know what this creature is?
Sure.
I'm
Arcana.
gonna look at Aurora and say, "Can you do this? Can you not
can
engage
Shrike
it?"
also roll?
Absolutely not.
24.
Guy says I need to be hypnotized to change my
So
name.
far, Aurora and Mirra can't come.
Alright, guys, 4 man in this shit. Let's go.
That's a nat 20.
Did you nat 20 and beat my freaking 20? Beat my 24?
No, I nat 20 then still got beat
Can
by
I
your
roll
24.
too?
Like
Because
half
I've read a
battle?
lot of books.
Wait, what's your Arcana bonus?
Hold on.
Anybody
+2.
who wants to roll can roll, but I really believe this would be something that people either that read a lot of books, are invested in monster lore, or are proficient in Arcana.
So it's an Arcana check.
Correct.
I
Yeah,
got a 20.
I
I'll
got a
do it.
5. I don't know anything about this one.
I got a 22 with a nat 20.
So
I got a nat 1.
Ginty.
You said
So-
Arcana?
so
That's
what did you
nat
get?
1.
What did you get total, Shrike?
22.
22 words? Yuelia, did you want to use Starlight?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll use Starlight. Actually, well, then I guess I would know the name of the creature then.
Yes, you
Okay.
do.
Okay. I'm going to assume it's a Gorgon, but that's just me.
Oh, I don't think that's a Gorgon.
I thought
Okay.
Cyclops.
Also works too. That's not
was-
either of those.
I was-
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I know.
I was
ew.
thinking it was the creature that Doctor Strange fought in
Dread.
Well-
I was thinking of a giant
the
beholder,
multiverse of
but-
madness.
While it has other names, so to speak, that the people of the plane, the astral plane, call it, wizards that have briefly been on the astral plane and managed to come back alive know it as the astral dreadnought.
Mm.
Mm.
And it is, I believe, the only creature in D&D that has the Titan size.
Oh.
Lovely.
Oh.
That's great.
Then Yuelia will pull out her book and Starlight, remind me, what's an astral dreadnought? That's what.
It's an elect.
A denizen of the astral plane, known to hunt individuals that it deems to not belong there. The punishment that it is said to deal is that if it manages to eat you, you are trapped inside it forever until somebody manages to figure a way out.
I'm scared to
means there's
ask, but
people
are you
trapped in it
conscious
now.
of you being in there the whole time?
It is not known whether or not this creature actually is aware of who does or does not belong, but it has been known to actively chase individuals that it finds on the astral plane on common occurrence.
Mm.
The only reason that it says that nature is a lot of the people who live on the astral plane don't seem to be very. They never seem to need to run, nor do they seem bothered by its existence. It seems to only go after people that are not native to the plane.
Oh, cool. So like us.
Yeah.
And it never appears on the planes, only in between them in the astral plane portion. So once you get to a destination, you're good. It's there and back, you have to worry about it.
Lovely.
All right.
No pressure.
I have
So what
the
is everyone's name?
concerns.
What did I miss?
I'm cards.
Okay, cards.
Aurora.
I'm
No.
still gonna love this.
We have a really big problem that Aurora will not lie about Aurora's name and Mirra will not lie about Mirra's name. And we
Well,
also have an issue that Aurora will try to fight that thing if we come across it.
nevermore speak of. Well, rather than lie, why can't it be the truth? Aurora's new nickname can be strong, and Mirra's new nickname can be honest.
I will forget to call other people their names. They're not names.
How often have you
Going up
actually
to it.
heard Aurora speak?
Yeah.
Not very.
How often does Mirra speak?
How do you feel about
Yes.
Yeah,
strong?
so we have a mask for you.
I don't think there's, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I don't think ever since you started playing D&D with me have I ever had you been in a session where you didn't say at least one word.
How
We're
do you
talking
feel
about
about strong?
I like it.
Okay, good.
But
What
my
about
name
the
is Aurora.
right? But your nickname is strong, and we don't tell people our real names here.
But you know my real name.
That's okay. Don't tell it to me when we're in there.
What if you forget?
I
won't.
won't forget. What if you
Nope.
forget?
also
And picking up the silence spell.
Yuelia is catching on quick.
We maybe just want to get some like tieable gags that they have to wear all the time.
I have
Well,
so
like I
much
said,
rope.
you guys do have a mask that afflicts silence on whoever wears it.
We don't have to.
You do not have to. That is correct.
I don't have access to silence.
We need
Aurora
to
will be
create a
fine.
plan if we
I need
see
to create
that
a
thing.
potion of silence is what I need to do.
We need to create a plan though if we see that thing, because Aurora's not gonna run away from it.
I'll cast suggestion.
Or
Okay.
hold.
I
There you
will
go. Yeah,
Oh,
we
no,
got
does
two
that
bars
mean I
that have
can't cast
suggestion.
spells?
I will
If I have the
legitimately.
mask, I can't cast spells.
One
Gotta have
person
terrible
casts
people on it.
one person casts Bane, one person casts Hold Person.
Technically, you won't be able to cast spells if they are somatic. Or verbal, I'm sorry. Yeah, verbal.
Will you, Mirra? Will you remember to just call yourself honest?
No.
Honesty.
The main thing is that you just remember to pause.
The problem is remembering talking to other people your names.
Listen,
Then don't talk
Your
to people.
if
How
You are
Princess
not
Garnet,
going to remember. You do not talk to people.
if Princess Garnet could call herself Dagger for an entire adventure, then you can call
Oh,
yourself honest.
Well,
Bre-
yeah,
Breya's
but I'm
gonna-
taught my issue.
But the biggest reason
other
I say
people.
this is
Okay.
while in the Feywild, it's a little bit more mischievous. They take your name away from you if you give it to them. But on the astral plane, there are creatures known as onomancers who literally govern the power of words. That's where the spells, the power words came from. Is from the onomancers of the astral plane.
Oh no.
So they could literally take control of your entire being by knowing your name.
Nope, give me the mask.
We gotta. Can we do like a spell where we make Mirra forget all our names and reintroduce ourselves to her?
There is a spell that you can alter memory.
I
No one
definitely
has
don't have that. Modify memory.
Is
Yeah.
there anyone here that, like, not here, but in the vortex who has this spell?
The vortex.
The,
Nexus.
whatever.
The nexus.
The Nexus. There we go. Is there anyone?
The vortex sounds cool.
Well, now that you mention it,
I'm gonna go around asking.
I said Nevermore can.
All right, Nevermore.
Because Nevermore's goddess is the Raven Queen, who their whole thing is memories.
Is it possible to undo this later?
That's the
That,
important question there.
that I am not sure.
Modify their memory to have the same memories
Just
they
give
did
me the
before.
mask. Just give me the
I-
mask. Okay.
The way to restore it would be to remove curse and greater restoration.
Well,
I
she
can
said let's do
express
the
myself
mask.
with my ears. Okay, it'll be fine. It'll be
What if they know ear language?
So, what happens when you befriend the mask and break its curse, like within 5 minutes of being on the astral plane?
Mirra, if you give someone my name and they make me hurt children or innocent people, I will never forgive you.
Give me the mask.
I should also mention that modify memory seems to only work for, well, it lasts for a minute, I think, and it only modifies the memories of the last 24 hours.
There's a more powerful spell than modify memory.
Oh,
Wish.
There's Wish.
Yeah, there's also wish.
There's also a wish spell.
But wish doesn't exist anymore.
I'll take the mask, okay? We'll start with that. And
Great.
hopefully by
And,
then.
Everyone get ready to punch Aurora out the moment we see anybody.
And then Aurora turns into a boss fight all of a sudden. Like, where's that-
Gingy! Attack!
Everybody roll
Gingy!
initiative.
Attack!
I will
Attack!
literally-
was so small that I thought she was a hamster.
I will
Seriously,
literally
if-
hex suggestion.
Okay,
Aurora.
hold on. If we kill each other, do we just send each other back to the Nexus?
Yes.
Get
I just want to
Gingy.
clarify
Get
this.
'em.
Now look,
Because
because
all
the
we've said is
options
if
there.
someone, all we've said is if an enemy harms us. If we harm each other, do we just get sent back to the Nexus?
It was established that if you reach critical
Out
levels
of character, if you were to die exhaustion 6, you get flung back to the Nexus, regardless of the source of damage.
So we take some dynamite
So-
and then someone just sets it off on the person that needs to go back to the Nexus, and it's fine.
Well,
If we were to die and we wake up, do we remember dying?
Yes, it's very traumatic.
Oh, cool. So we'll remember if someone betrays us.
As she said, like the whole process of dying is very traumatic. So
Well, I don't want to do that
you
to
wouldn't-
anybody then.
I was thinking we might have to do it to you.
Well,
Yeah.
It's either you or Aurora, whoever's going to be difficult.
that is not a lawful or neutral good comment.
Congratulations, you started a new
Ultimately-
side quest.
That
Alignment
sounded like a
change.
I want to
very-
make it very clear that I do not want to do that to anyone.
But
But
No, I don't want to have to do it to anyone.
It's not okay. That's the guy. That's the opposite of potion of silence. Okay, vodka
Wait,
is the potion
Wait,
of talking.
did you send my joke to Guy?
I did. He didn't
Okay.
say anything. Guy, what did you think of the joke? So rude. Get him, Gingy! Get him!
she is. She
Okay,
never-
so are there any other rules?
That's it.
I'm ready to go.
I
No,
think we're all
Alright,
ready to
let's
go.
We
Go.
should take.
So-
Play
I
our
have.
first random encounter and get some experience.
We
Yes.
I have rope and a bucket and an extendable pole and some soap
Ah.
and
So
I hand her the
character.
map.
Out of character. So she's going to basically be navigating from the portal and helping you guys get from place to place. You guys are going to come across a lot of just randomness in between your destinations. So basically, out of character, I'm going to roll to see what kind of scenarios you guys can encounter.
New random encounters.
Well, the thing is that it can be exploration. It'll be the pillars of D&D: exploration, combat, or social.
Combat. I
Oh,
want to
it's
fight.
already 7:40. Let's go.
Let's
I'm
do it.
fighting Vecna.
I said it was a good joke.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
I'm
Lord.
wearing the mask. I'm putting on the mask, you guys, because this ain't it.
Now, remember,
Holding Aurora's hand.
I can't.
when you choose to wear this mask, it is a curse you willingly take. It's not something you can immediately just take back off when you feel like it.
Yeah.
I
So
say
Can one
carry
of
it
us
with
remove
you.
it?
How do we remove it?
You use remove curse, which breaks the item, or she overcomes the trial. Gingy.
I say keep the mask in your pockets and use it in an emergency situation.
Only when you feel like you're about to break.
Yeah, because it
Character.
definitely doesn't sound like a just use whenever
Okay.
item. So we definitely
Well,
need to
but
use
if I
it
put
at.
it on and start trying to work through the curse, then it'll get better and it'll.
This is what I'm saying. Within 5 minutes, you will befriend that damn mask, and you'll have like super talking
She will talk
powers.
its ears off and it just pops off. So nope.
I'll get a curse where I'll have to continuously talk or I'll die.
She finally gets the mask off, and every word that she ever tried to say since she put it on just comes out all at once.
Like being in Discord with someone, they have lag, and then all of a sudden it just catches up. And
It's
it's
just
gonna be
this
like after 20
cacophony of
minutes straight.
sound.
The end
All
of
right.
the world.
Let
I
me
would
roll the
explode.
other two really quick.
So, okay, sorry. Is she like? How does this process work with her?
So basically, she doesn't really, it's not really a map per se. From what they've discussed, it's. You've probably overheard of the spell, or heard or seen the spell locate object.
Correct.
Basically, how that works is that you need to know what the object is to find it.
Right.
Well, it's the same as this. In order to find this place in the astral plane, you needed something of that place.
Well,
I'm-
hey, we've got the book and we've got the recorder.
I would like to just quickly make an alternate suggestion from Mirra wearing a cursed mask.
But I want.
Why don't we just Nezuko this shit from Demon Slayer and just make her a gag that she has to wear?
Nezuko!
But if I break through the curse, then it becomes a super good item.
That
Right.
is true, but it's not.
you
Yeah,
reuse
but
it after the
getting
curse
through
is
this curse
broken.
is not going to be
You
something
won't
that's
be able
done in
to
a day.
cast any spells.
Out of
The
Where
only
with
spell I
character,
cast
you
is
can
Bless.
just remove it and use it when you need to cast spells.
well, Smite doesn't require somatic.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Verbal.
In your
really
face.
limiting your power in a dangerous place.
Well, the biggest thing is, and from a GM perspective, are you going to have fun not going to be able to talk? Or
That's
God
where
knows how
the
many times.
ears come in handy.
So that's all I'm concerned about.
It's up to you. If you want to wear the
Because it's
mask,
going to
go
be
for
days.
it.
It's not going to happen in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Look how long the dagger got
This is
cleansed.
gonna
Like,
be
took for the
weeks
dagger to
of
get cleansed.
sessions.
Lydia used it a lot.
Well,
A
because
lot.
I can still speak out of character and explain like my motions, and Mirra walks up to, and of course I'm gonna have to write down.
We can
all
muzzle
guys
you
can
and then give it to Aurora.
give the challenge mask to Aurora.
Disregard that roll.
I'm not worried about Aurora saying her name
It wasn't
or
high
anyone
enough to kill
else's name.
everybody yet.
I'm
so.
worried about Aurora trying to punch that fucking Titanic thing.
So when she starts like using the map or whatever she's doing, I want to like pull out the recorder, and I would love to like
All right.
try and
Oh, go ahead.
play. I want to try and like I guess play back the sounds that we're hearing as we're traveling. You know,
Sure.
the sounds of space.
Sirens.
So she basically asks for the roll of parchment that you have.
I hand it to her.
She takes it and she begins to hum a very low pitched.
I'm gonna friggin' copy this low pitch.
Please
I'm
don't
gonna
do
try
that.
and match
Oh my
it.
god, my headphones.
And as she does this, you see the portal kind of like cave in towards the forest, like it kind of looks like it gets like depth perception wise, it looks like it's getting deeper or stretching out. And then it kind of seems to be like pulling.
Can I try and match the sound with the recorder? This hum that she's making?
Yeah,
go
you
first.
can match it. You're not particularly sure if it's doing anything, but you're definitely matching it.
I'm not doing an opposed charisma check.
Say what?
I'm not doing an opposed charisma check for the first time using this recorder, though.
Nope.
Well, because it
Ooh.
didn't want to play new sounds before, you're now copying a sound.
Yeah, well, yeah. That, yes.
Yeah.
But as this occurs, she finally stops humming. And she goes, again, your path will not be immediately to where you need to go, but if you move from place to place, eventually you should get there. There should be a portal where you come in and then a portal where you leave to go to the next place.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Wait, I need like does anybody have like a scarf or something?
Socks.
And I walk
No
through.
socks.
I follow.
I was
Oh.
gonna go first.
Wait for me.
Oh no, Dorval's fucking thrilled for this. He just like charges ahead.
Yep.
Quantum leap.
When
Stepping
they
through.
run, I'm gonna grab Mirra's shoulder and I'm gonna say, "Are you sure you want to wear that mask?" I have a bad feeling.
Well,
I mean-
if you got a bad feeling, then I'll just like tie a scarf or something in my face, and then I can take it down to cast blast and stuff.
Okay, Breya will take her cloak and rip a strip from
No,
it.
smack. No,
Oh,
don't ruin
well-
your cloak. No,
But you need fabric.
we'll find something.
it's
I'll look through my bag and see.
I'm
I
gonna,
think
I'm
I-
gonna look at the people and say,
Well-
does anyone have a scarf that I may have?
I already went through.
One of them's like, I don't have scarf, but I have cloth.
Can I have some of that?
She just hands it over.
I hand it to
Seems to
Mirra.
be what's left of a shirt, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of fashion it so Mirra can tie it, and then I'm gonna give it to her.
Oh,
What do I have around me right now? Here, I have
Lydia.
a random purple bunny
Alright.
fur.
I-
Just because.
I regret to inform you, you no longer have the
Not
boots
my
of elven
boots.
kind.
I
Oh,
will
no.
go
Whatever.
through with Mirra.
I have a cool dagger.
Yes, you do have a cool dagger.
Oh, I needed to make that too. That's all right.
Slacking.
I made it just in case we were like gonna fight, like last second.
Gonna fight.
'Cause I thought about it. I was like, oh wait,
No,
And then-
I made your upgraded dagger, didn't I?
you made it. I didn't see it change or.
I'll have to double check. I'm pretty
Might-
sure I
Might need to be added to your stuff. Unless it got
could very well
upgraded.
be.
Maybe it's a separate item.
But
I know I just did
a
that.
few of you step in. I don't think I heard everybody step in that's going in. I heard
I'm gonna-
Dorval,
Yuelia
Yep, I went
Yuelia.
through.
and Lydia.
I'm going in
and
with Mirra.
Crusix.
Yeah, I'm going in with like
Shrike, Aurora, Robyn.
Of course I'm going in.
Oh,
Shrike's going in.
all right. As the last of you step through, I believe
We all
Shrike is the
die.
very last one.
Yeah, Shrike will be last.
Right before you step through, she says, Godspeed.
May
And
the odds be ever in our favor, Mr. Shrike.
as you go to step forward, just reality seems to stretch forever. And then you just kind of rubber band forward, and everything just starts going past you faster than you can really particularly comprehend. And eventually it stops, and all of you are just kind of floating through this prismatic like essence. It's almost like the Aurora Borealis that you guys are moving through.
Beautiful.
Can I wave my arms and make myself spin?
I mean, it doesn't really particularly make you move faster. You guys are kind of stuck in order, per se. But you guys can move. You can flap your arms and spin, whatever. It doesn't seem to affect your middle. Like, no matter what you do, you can't go forward or slow down or up or down. But you just see the vastness of the astral plane infinite. It literally goes on forever. But you guys see coming up that the path you're about to take splits into 3 different pathways.
Wait, I try and grab people. Hands?
Nobody
Everybody
is particularly near each other.
Oh no! Oh no!
How far away is people from each other?
Well, far enough that you guys can't reach each other, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I have a whip. Can I unfurl the whip out to anyone who's close to me?
Try.
All right. Who's the closest to me right now?
Given what I heard, I think it would be Dorval, because I think you were second.
I'm gonna yell, Dorval!
You literally are the first one to say someone else's. I am so glad it was not me. Okay, I'm just putting that out there.
Yuelia's immediately just like, we're gonna fucking die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
I don't react at all to my name being called.
Can we get an F in chat?
I'm gonna pull it back and say, "Good job, Dorval."
F everybody. Yes.
And then I'm gonna pat the empty air next to me.
I'm gonna go
But
oh no, my screen
Dorval,
froze.
being at the front,
F. Thank you, Guy, for the F. We appreciate that.
seeing everything coming straight on because you're up in front. It's kind of, I don't know if you've ever been the first in the front car in a roller coaster. But it's
Yep.
kind of like that feeling.
Yeah, terrifying, but awesome. Okay.
You feel like being in front, there's this overwhelming sense that you guys are all connected, and wherever you go, everybody will be pulled in that direction.
Oh,
Cool.
interesting.
So basically, I mean, we can just say 1, 2, or 3. But one path is leading like up and to the right, one path is leading straight left, and one is leading straight downwards.
If my old video game knowledge taught me anything
It's to
with
always
side
go right.
scrolling,
You go
it's
left.
to always go left.
Aw.
Yep.
So
yep.
left.
Yep. Go left.
So as you get to the part where it divides up, everything kind of slows down, and you get that kind of stretching reality rubber band thing going. And as you hit it, everything stretches, and then off everybody shoots again, flying down this path. As you guys are zooming towards this new path, you see that the area that you're going to Anybody who wants to make an investigation check and passive investigation will not apply.
Oh,
Sure,
Doing it.
I'll do that.
I'm just
Oh,
along
why
for the
not?
ride.
I got a 7.
I'm just
I got a
along for the
13.
ride. Yeah.
I got a 4.
26.
I did it.
23.
26.
26,
Got a nat
23.
one.
Dang.
Nat 1. Shrike's not even paying attention, man.
So it's like, this sucks.
I
I can't do
heard-
shit in here.
I heard Breya with a 13.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Anybody else get above it? Not 20. The people who got above a 20 is their own group. Did anybody else get above a 10?
I'm not
No.
rolling.
I got a 4.
So Breya,
You know, the worst part is I re-rolled it for shits and giggles, and I got a 2.
you see this like almost floating island, I guess you could say, coming up, and it looks to be made of. It looks like ice, really, from where you guys are at.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Lydia, your ring's. Fuck. No, that was out of
Dorval?
game. Lydia, your ring's gonna come in handy.
Dorval,
Finally.
Yuelia. The area coming up also looks like an island. It looks like ice, but to my cat, to you both, especially Dorval, I'm not really sure where he would know this knowledge, but it looks more like perma ice, the kind that floats in water. Yeah, it probably looks considerably more cold than it does on the outside. I don't know if you want to use that information to share with your friends or not, but yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Be prepared for the cold, guys.
Huh? I'm just along for the ride. I was not paying attention to the.
I'm gonna
wait.
wrap
Wait,
my
wait,
all-weather
wait,
cloak
wait,
around
wait.
myself.
I was
Wait,
gonna say, yeah,
wait,
how much
wait,
weatherproof
wait.
are these cloaks?
We can't bring the weatherproof cloaks with us
What?
Why?
Wait.
because everyone's name is embroidered on them.
Oh, stuffing my cloak in my jacket and regretting having a name.
Damn, I was so hoping that would last longer.
Oh,
Isn't it a little too late?
no. I forgot.
That was a great catch. I was like, all their names are on their clothes.
How
They're all
how
gonna
could I have
die.
known this would happen to us? Okay.
Is it too late, or
I mean,
we could
you
carve
could-
it out.
you could cut the names off and burn them, I guess.
Yeah, you want to do that?
actually wait?
That would make her cry.
Technically, me being me, would I be able to fix that using mending?
You wouldn't be able to do it with mending, but your all-purpose tool could be used to undo it.
What if we all trade cloaks? Because then the names aren't correct.
The names, yes,
the
but
names
the
are
names
still
still
there.
It's the
exist out
size
there.
for me. What do you mean?
It's but then I mean,
was-
yeah. Also,
was
who's gonna use
such
my
a-
coat? Look at me.
That was such
Well,
a great.
that would be the same as like
Barbarian
calling someone John, like, "Hey, John."
Okay, how about I just
like some
I just
random dude
remove
gets
the names
affected?
for now, and then I can
Hey.
work on getting them back on.
Hey,
What?
has anyone got any string? I can just like completely sew over them. Make it so the names are not legible.
Ask Bob if he's willing to store the name.
I can get string, or I can completely
I mean,
I
we
can
we
remove the
can
names
store
entirely, and then
them, but we're gonna want them because
We're gonna need them for the cold.
right. So
I
how
have-
about I just get rid of the names?
Yes, please.
They're not magical.
By
we
getting
can
rid
just
of them, are
we
you
can just take a
like
dagger
cutting
and
the names
cut-
off?
Yeah.
No, I can just remove it with any type of something that I get from any of these tools that I get from let's say tailoring supplies or something. I can get
Okay,
tailoring
yeah.
supplies to go over it, and
Oh, my name's now Miracle.
I can make it in a way that it is easy enough for us so that I can take it away later, and then we can get our names back on them.
Sounds
I can make
good.
it in a way that I'll know what we need to cut away
I
later.
still like
to get
switching
it back.
cloaks. I still like
What if
that
we
idea.
I don't like the idea of any of our true names.
That sounds
being
great, except
legible.
no one can use my coat.
You are very small. Shrike doesn't need
My,
it. He's
Mikey's
fine.
cloak is more like a bandana you wear on your
Shrike-
head.
It is
Shrike
more of a
doesn't
bandana.
need a cloak because he doesn't feel the cold, so it's fine. Shrike just gets a little shoulder cape.
I have feelings, okay?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So when we get there, I need a few minutes and I'll take care of it.
Okay.
So when we land, I guess.
Okay.
Let's
in
hope
this
they know
fucking
when they're
trip.
waiting for us.
You guys
Okay.
are lucky I remembered that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we really are.
He was
I forgot.
ready for that.
You would have killed us
I
all.
completely forgot that our names were
I
written on
I
there.
was so counting on nobody catching that and being able to use it later.
Oh,
That was such a great save.
thank you,
Also,
Breya.
I
welcome.
think at some point Breya's coat got ripped, and I did want to put mending on it to fix it because it
Yeah,
got.
You fixed it that day.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
but I was so waiting for like the event to happen and somebody go, "How would they know our names?" I was like, "I don't know, maybe your cloaks."
The bad guys just sitting back, just waiting to drop that bombshell. It's your cloaks, you fools!
You fools. My name's also sewn in my underwear. Ah!
So
Maybe this isn't a good idea after all.
Don't tell them that.
So as you guys start to get closer and closer to this floating island in the middle of nowhere, technically, everything starts to slow down, like you're going to accelerate again, which kind of gives people some fear, like you're about to accelerate into the island. But instead, you guys just slow down, and all of you just like gently, almost feather fall onto the island. And
Nice.
immediately when you feel the flow leave your bodies, like it's not moving you anymore, you guys are just smashed in the face by like blizzard winds. It like immediately assaults you upon exiting the glowing light.
I'm pulling up the hood of my cloak
Oh, wait,
and,
I
you
still-
know, securing it so it stays like that.
I need to go and find where I hid all my scarves. For now,
Well,
Purple bunny
I
fur.
need to. We need to stop for a second so I can fix our cloaks.
I'm
So
Right.
let's find somewhere.
You guys.
So while that's happening, I'm going to prestidigitate everybody to make them warm. I'll be blasting people with
So
Warm
basically
air.
what you did in the volcano, but now you're keeping people warm.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Which spirit would I have here? Would that be water or would that be air?
Well, technically it's a combination, so either or.
All right.
It's very wet air.
We'll do water, I guess. Oh.
Undeep. The other
One-
Mirra.
Yeah, the other Mirra.
Oh no, you can't use her name. Oh wait.
Mirror with a Y.
Hey, I just want to say Lydia's safe.
Yeah.
Like, Lydia doesn't have to worry about this at all.
Lilith, may she rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I don't even think that was Lydia's real name to begin with either.
We don't know that.
We don't. Yeah. We don't.
Breya's
would
been
make you-
operating
know
under
that is
the
Lydia.
assumption
What
that
would
Lydia
make you
changed her
say
name
such an accusation?
because she was like, okay, Lydia now. I just like completely like no problem changing identities. Breya was like, oh, Lilith wasn't
Technically-
her real name either.
Technically, you could all go back to calling me Jarvin.
I thought about that too, Jarvin. Jarvin, Lydia.
Okay.
Ooh,
Just
I'm gonna
keep
be
a,
Calliope.
just keep an eye.
I like
Just
it.
keep an eye on things around me real quick.
Calliope.
Try not to freeze your ass off while I fix these. Okay.
I'm
So
people with
while Dorval's prestidigitation does help, it is very apparent that that is not going to. It might buy you some time, but you definitely cannot just stay in one place and keep doing this and survive.
I'm clinging onto
what's
Dorval,
her
trying
name?
to suck out his heat.
Where's our god? Did she go through with us, or did we just step through without her?
Everyone, can you hear us? Oh wait, lady, hey lady, can you hear us? Hey lady.
Who are you yelling for?
Nevermore. Does he
That was out of character, as well as the response. Okay, but I just wasn't
yes,
sure.
that's
To be fair, I do still have. I will find a decent. But I still have my thingy on, so I'll take that off and go. Guide. Oh, guide, spirit. What are we calling her now?
Traveler.
Traveler. Hi, can you hear us?
We're calling her Miss Raven.
Miss Raven, lady.
You
just
guys
said
hear
it
no
watching us
response.
all.
Oh no! We're abandoned here to
well.
die.
I think she
Oh.
was just a guide to open the portal.
Correct. She said we would have to find another
She
portal.
stays behind to connect. She's basically manipulating the light flows so that you get from point A to point Z.
Okay.
So
So
she is the
while
guide in the
Yuelia,
sense to communicate or to connect us.
while Yuelia is fixing our cloaks, I'm going to like scan around the area and see if I can see like any sort of structures, cave entrances, anything, something that we can maybe get out of this brutal wind.
You are doing that with a pink cat girl attached to you because I'm trying to suck out all your heat.
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
So,
How long
for
do you think it
anybody
would
who
take?
wants to, while Yuelia is sewing, more or less,
Yes.
perception checks, it can include your passive perception, but it's at disadvantage. So because it's at disadvantage, I would also say that passive perception doesn't work.
Ooh, that was good. Okay, one more. One
Well-
more good. No, not one! 8. Oh my god! It turned into a mimic. Oh, this dice is terrifying.
22.
22 from Lydia?
Yeah.
9.
For a
At
disadvantage?
disadvantage?
What is
At
happening?
disadvantage.
I would
Out
like
of-
to be able to say I got a nat 20.
Isn't that crazy?
Out of all the rolls that you ever roll, the one to just see around you, you finally roll high.
Yeah, right?
I
Good
knew
night.
you could do it, buddy. I
I got a
believe in
5.
you.
What did you say, Dave?
I have to switch my
I'd like
laundry
to
over,
say I
I'll
got
be
a
right
nat
back.
20, but because of disadvantage, I only got a 16.
That's still really good.
But what was the highest number we got?
22 so
Lydia.
far.
Was that the only person that got above a 20 as well?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Lydia? I have to think about it
Yes.
for a second.
Oh no!
So many names. I'm gonna add another one. Watch.
You don't see anywhere to go.
Huh?
It literally looks like your homeland. Now, you never had blizzards like this, but it's just nothing but snow and ice for like ever in every direction. Well, except for behind you, which is the edge of the island, which is off. I wouldn't recommend that.
Guys.
So there isn't the
There's
portal to go back.
You can go through the light again if you wish.
Okay, that was just a thought. If we just said screw this shit, we're out. Too cold.
Fuck this shit, we're going back to
right
Vecna.
now. There
Too
is
cold, 5
nothing
mates.
around us. I can't see anything around.
Do not like.
There's got to be something. We weren't just tossed into nothingness. Well,
Well, she did say that there may or may not be anything particular of note. It's just that you have to go and find the other light path in order to continue.
That's
maybe
right.
we went down the wrong path.
No, we gotta find. So this was the entrance. We gotta find the exits. We gotta run around looking for another shiny portal or a door or something.
Does this feel like Final Fantasy VII and we're gonna get like a cold meter and pass out and end up at some old people's ranch?
Ooh, I hit this.
Not
I mean-
again.
I mean, that would not be far off, I guess. Except for instead of passing out and going to old people, you just end up back at the Nexus.
How long would you say it would take me to fix everybody's coats?
Minutes.
My cloak.
By the time everybody scans around, you're pretty much done using your all-purpose tool.
All right.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're just taking the names off.
I'm essentially just putting like another layer of thread around them so that I can just cut away at that later.
Okay, here's my
Are you just
scar.
looking at like a block?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that works too.
It's just patch, and then we can just cut away at the patch later. Nothing fancy, just enough to block it.
Yep, it looks like a just block of fabric.
Yep.
Or
I mean,
string.
it's definitely fabric that looks like it does not belong on there. It does not
I mean,
look great.
the best way I could describe it is it looks like this on every cloak.
Yep.
Where the name would be, but it's all sewed thread.
But it's easy enough so that I know that that's where our names are, and I can remove it later to show our names again.
Now, you guys aren't going to have an exhaustion level already, but I will ask you all to roll a Constitution check at disadvantage.
Fuck, I'm already
No,
dead,
wait.
guys.
Do all of you have that cloak?
Yeah.
Do all of you have that cloak?
I have it.
Dorval doesn't.
Yes,
Oh
I
wait,
do.
maybe yeah, Dorval does.
Yeah, I have a purple one.
Aurora,
It's in
are
my
you wearing
inventory.
your cloak? Aurora, are you wearing your cloak? Aurora.
Nope.
Did Mirra make Crusix one?
Yeah,
These
it
are
was
from
Mirra.
Breya.
Breya bought them
I
all.
remember Breya got
Right.
you one.
Breya
Yeah.
did get you one because you were joining us, and she felt bad. She was like, "Yeah, I might as well."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it was
for
literally the night
anybody-
you joined us.
Pity cloak.
For anybody wearing these cloaks, you can make this roll at normal. But
What
for
are we
anybody
rolling?
not wearing the cloak, it's at disadvantage.
What are we
So
rolling?
I never had
said
it
what?
added to my inventory.
Yeah, me either. It was just something that we said that we had.
I put it in
What
just
are we
to
rolling?
extra.
It's one of those things where if you know your character would be wearing it, then
Oh yeah, he would have put it on.
It's just a Constitution roll.
Thank you.
it's a Constitution check. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
it's not a
check,
save?
Not a save.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's the same.
It is not
Oh,
a
that's not
save.
bad. That's
Wait,
not
that's a
bad.
saving
I-
throw.
That was
Oh.
one.
Wait,
I
what
rolled
do I
bad.
click?
I
If
got a
it's not-
14.
Just click
I
on
rolled a
where
14
it says
too.
Constitution,
I got
not
15.
saving throws.
Just click on the plus. That's in there.
Yeah, on the plus.
Got it.
Then
I just had to click Constitution on mine, and it just
Yeah.
automatically wrote
I
that.
I got a
click Constitution.
15.
12.
I got an 8.
Oh no!
I
Mirra.
also got an 8. We are
No!
freezing our asses off.
Dorval, give me your hate.
I'll give you a bardic inspiration instead.
Actually,
Will
nah,
that help?
Screw it.
Whoa.
Dingy. Hi, Dingy. Dingy
Yeah.
girl.
She's looking at us very strongly. She's going to kill us.
There's my dingy girl. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
boss.
Baby. Hi, baby.
She wanted to participate. All right. So, for anybody who rolled lower than
Break my heart, Josh.
a 15,
Oh no.
Yep.
Rolled exactly a
No.
15.
Wait, I rolled a 15. Does that count?
Yeah.
15
did
is a
too.
pass.
Woo!
Beats it.
But for anybody lower than the 15,
Yes.
you're already starting to feel kind of numb.
Oh, that's good.
How bad is the wind here, Josh?
I can feel you.
It's pretty brutal. I mean, I don't know how to really explain it because I've never been in an actual blizzard.
Could I
Wow.
light
I'm in Canada.
my lamp
Code
since
Wisconsin.
it's in a small lamp and use it as a small heat source for those who?
You
Like
can't even get that lamp to light.
Oh,
I'm
right.
going
Never mind,
to-
guys. Plan A is down the drain.
Shoot, I don't know if I should start attuning to my ring of warmth while we're walking, or can I even do that? I
Yeah,
don't know how long I'm
it'll
gonna
take
walk.
an hour, but
Takes an hour, and then if we get stopped, I'll be without whatever ring I take off.
Do we have any way to make objects float?
Technically, I would, but not. I don't have the spell on me right now. I don't
I'll
have it
just
Mage
prepared.
hand.
We could get like we could cast heat metal on the lamp and have someone like mage hand it up and just kind of like a floating heat source.
I do have Mage Hand.
I have a
I have
10-foot
mage hand as
extendable
well.
pole.
Josh,
I don't think this but I don't think the heat from heat metal really like goes out.
well, I don't
Plus,
think it's
heat
actually
metal
like,
only lasts for 1 minute.
And mage
See,
hand
the
only
thing
lasts
that-
for 1
Let's
minute.
hurry up and find the exit. Run. Run, run, run.
But the
Walking.
thing
We're
that
walking.
you have to realize about heat metal, I am willing to do cool stuff with it, but basically you're making an object make heat and then transferring it magically to a target. You're not just like making an object hot.
gotcha.
You're creating heat and then immediately transferring it to a creature magically to inflict pain and damage on them.
Then I'm with
Dang.
her and point, not saying any names, and say we need to find shelter. We need to get something out of this. We need to get out of this whiteout conditions because we ain't gonna
We'll
survive
tough
this.
it out until we get to a campsite or some shelter.
Alright, let's try and keep going. Let's see what we can find.
Well, after some nervousness of being on the edge with all this wind blowing, kind of like almost knocking you back off the edge. So, do you guys have an inclination into what direction? You can follow the edge to the left, you can follow the edge to the right, you can go straight forward, or anywhere in between all that.
Yeah, we agree towards the left path.
Do we? Yeah.
You just want to
Yeah.
follow the left edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast
going
Gift
left.
of Alacrity.
Say what?
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity.
Okay.
What is that?
That gives
Unimancy.
me a 1d8 to initiative rolls.
For
And
8
it lasts,
Hmm.
yeah, it lasts for 8 hours, and I get it once per long rest. Without using the spell slot.
Boop boop. What do we got? Okay. As you guys make your way around, just following along the edge of this island, you don't get particularly too close to the edge just in case some stupid crap happens and you end up having somebody get blown off or
Oops.
knocked off, whatever.
Like shouting out someone's name 10 seconds, stepping through the portal after being told to severely not to do it.
Out of game.
I knew somebody was going to do it.
Out of game.
Look,
words.
in my defense, it's been a very rough week last week mentally, so I'm not all here right now. I've been hitting my new vape box a little
Part-
hard, so
Part of
I
D&D,
apologize.
part of
Hey,
D&D
I'm not upset that it was my name called.
I was about to say, part of D&D is that this stuff happens. But in any case, the thing is that at least this way you'll always have a reference. Whereas if you go to the middle of the island, you may get turned around and not know which way you're going or which way
Yeah.
you came.
Yep.
Eventually, you notice, though, the edge of the island starts to go upwards. The terrain starts to get a little bit more rugged and more like blocks of ice. And it actually starts to build up mountainous. And then once you get close enough, literally this edge of the island becomes almost a mountain, so to speak.
Well,
Is there stone?
Oh, it's just solid ice.
D&D.
could
Hmm.
do we have any elves in the group?
Nope.
'Cause
Half.
I honestly don't know what we actually have as far as race goes.
Dwarf.
Dwarf. I know we have one
Warforged.
dwarf, one human, and I don't know what everyone else is.
Spirit touch.
Shrike is a Warforged.
Halfling.
Half-Orc. We're a bunch of halves.
I'm just a human,
We're
bro.
mutts.
Same.
I think you guys have 2 humans?
2 humans, and they're both sailors.
Ugh.
Crusix and Lydia.
We're the boring ones. Oh no.
Oh
we
no.
had
All
an
my
elf.
dads were just regular people.
Yeah, you have a half elf.
We had an elf, but he stayed
Oh.
behind.
Would half elves have the ability to detect hidden doors like elves would, or am I thinking 3.5?
Probably 3.5.
Because
I
I know
think it's
elves had a
3.5.
point that it was able to detect secret entrances and shit, but I can't remember if that was
I mean,
back
we
in
can always
3.5.
use our.
Here,
You
you
know,
just try.
you just
I mean,
try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to I want to start feeling around the face of the mountain to see if I can feel anything out of the ordinary.
I'm going
It's-
to try and light a torch for heat.
The thing you notice the most and you immediately recoil, like it almost hurts your hand to touch this ice.
Woo! Okay, guys, do not touch this. This is no
Like-
ice.
Before your hand even
Okay.
touched the surface, your joints were aching from how cold it got.
Okay, so it's alright.
Lick it.
Okay, so
Lick it.
I am not. I've seen that movie. I know what happens. It's a family tradition to watch that goofy ass movie every year.
Yeah.
Watching those kids beat the shit out of each other. One kid licked the pole. I've
I
learned my
prefer
lesson.
Christmas Vacation. Thank you very much.
So it's just solid ice.
I look at, not saying the name out loud, but I look at Dorval.
What?
He's the one with the map, yeah?
Oh, okay.
No.
oh,
Nevermore has the
There
map.
is
Nevermore.
it's technically not a map.
From the map.
Basically, it was a mural that they copied.
Yeah.
It was a mural that was copied, and it was a way to open the gate for us to
okay.
get through.
But he still has the recorder, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
What would happen if you played the song that you copied, you mimicked earlier here?
So I'm actually kind of thinking. I thought about that, but I'm also thinking about the sound of the wind to maybe like counteract the wind. You know, like if that makes any sense.
That's an idea.
I mean,
I'm-
give it a
Something-
try. I mean,
I'm feeling some creativeness from it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
So
a book called that. Is that
look,
the
Josh,
one? I
every
don't know yet.
every video game out there that has exploration that has a dead end and you have magical tools that do shit, usually if you finagle enough with them, you find some kind of secret.
listen, this does resemble a mountain, and my heart is in the mountain.
There you
I'm
go.
totally gonna do it. I'm totally gonna feel inspired here. I'm
Or did I
gonna
just-
I'm
friggin'
gonna even
pull out
give
the
you
recorder.
more bardic inspiration since you can't give it to yourself.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm going to pull out the recorder and I'm gonna try and first I'll try and do what I wanted to do and like match the sound of the wind.
make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, and I get to add a D8 onto that because the
Oh, if I
inspiration.
Yes.
see that you're doing something, can I guidance you too?
Yeah, it's D8 you can add.
Okay. Oh, not 20. Holy shit. 24.
Natural 20!
Very
Plus a D8. So 30. And then if guidance, that's a what, D4?
Before.
32 in total.
You just learned like the
It's-
game's last song as soon as you got the ocarina.
It is extremely reluctant to cooperate. It does eventually give in,
Ooh.
and you feel like you don't know if you can control the winds, but you feel like you might be able to summon it later of your own accord.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Do you have the gust ability now?
He's a flying type. Dorval would like to learn gusts. Would you like to forget a move now?
Oh no!
Okay, so because of its reluctance, I'm going to try and play the music, that like low hum that
Don't. Yeah.
our guide was playing earlier. Maybe see if like that opens a doorway in the mountain.
Or we could just go around it.
Nothing else happens, it seems.
Okay.
We go around it. I don't want to touch it. I kind of want to lick it. But
I need another Constitution check from you all.
What's
Let
the
me
two
know
shit?
who does not get above a 15.
I did not.
How long had we been
I
walking?
rolled a nat 20.
Natural 20!
Like 11.
Aurora's gonna freeze to death.
So
Got a 10.
Shrike got an 18.
And I got a 4.
let's do it.
Oh no, we got 3 people.
Let's
got
do it this way.
14.
So everybody in your personal chats, if you failed the first roll, put a 1.
Okay.
If you failed the second roll, please put a 2. If you failed the second roll, put a 1.
Wait, what?
You said put a
So
wait. If you failed the
put
second
a-
roll, you put a
a
2.
thing in there. If you failed both, you put 2. If you failed one out of the 2, you put 1.
No, if you failed the
Basically-
first one, you put 1. If you failed the second
Put it
one,
back.
Basically, you're counting upwards. If you failed twice, you should have 2.
right.
If you've only failed once so far, you should have a 1.
The
Alright.
first way you worded that was not
Yeah.
what you were saying.
It's not what it was.
Wait,
I
hold on.
understood it.
don't
I
understand the
understood it.
instructions.
Broke my
So
brain.
basically, I'm going to use that to keep track counting wise.
Aurora, do you have 1 or 2?
I don't know anymore.
Did you fail?
Did you
did
fail the
fail
first
one?
one?
Do we have
I
any
failed
way to
both of
move
them.
on from this place?
If you fail both of them, you should be at a 2. So put 2.
Because
Like,
it's
hop off the
counting
ledge
how
and
many
end it.
times you failed. Yeah, we have to we have to run around
How many?
and find the
How many
exit.
people have 2 right now?
Me.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Dorval does.
I've got 1 inspiration, and this 3 of y'all, Daddy didn't bring.
I
enough
have my own
candy.
inspiration. I'm choosing not to
Okay.
use it, so don't use it on me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just,
same.
I just got another inspiration though, so if someone wants to use.
So for the people at 2,
Oh boy.
it's starting to get to the point where rubbing your hands and rubbing your body and shivering is not cutting it.
Okay, so
Press the
left
I am-
path, left path led to
Pull
Scary
your hands
Mountain.
into your
Is there
shirt
any
and
other
put them
paths
in
this
your
direction?
armpits.
Say what?
Is there any more paths this direction
We can-
besides Big Scary Mountain?
We can go
It's-
around the mountain.
It's really hard to see, but I mean, it's either left off the cliff or right around the ice
I jump off the cliff.
rocks.
You're not that bad yet. It's fine.
Hey Josh,
Sir,
would I know if I'd be able to attune while we're walking and traversing this land, or
yeah,
not?
I say you can attune while
Alright.
walking, as long as
So
you're not
I'm
doing
going
anything
to-
strenuous like running, sprinting, fighting.
Yeah, after feeling that, I'm taking off my ring of protection and putting on my ring of warmth,
Okay,
and trying hard to attune.
so we'll have to
I
start
guess
the
we need to
time-
go around then. Yeah.
This timer will be about every half an hour. So if you can not freeze to death in the next 2 checks, it'll switch.
How many times
Yeah.
do we get to freeze? how many?
God.
Depends on how long you guys are out here in the blizzard.
Okay, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going.
Yes, we gotta keep going. Let's keep moving.
But
Yep.
prestidigitation it actually feels like you're getting colder the more you move forward through this place.
It's like it's a tease of heat. It's not even real heat.
Let's
Like,
just make an
you're,
igloo.
you're literally not even feeling the prestidigitation anymore.
What's an igloo?
Oh.
I don't
You
think we're
know-
getting much training out of this.
You know what spell would have come in handy rather than plant growth?
I
Tiny hut.
know. I know.
tiny hut.
okay. We just.
Hey, I'm working on that. I'm
uh,
working on that. I think.
All right.
Wait, am
Since
I-
we can't go off the ledge, let's go the other
I
direction.
mean, no one said you can't. I just wouldn't recommend.
Well, common sense says we shouldn't go there.
Is this destiny? If I jump off the edge, will I respawn somewhere?
What if we
at
float?
the beginning.
I mean,
I mean, other than killing yourself, you have no way to get back to the Nexus.
Just keep going. We just got here. It's only been 1 hour since
So-
we got here. Just keep going.
yes.
Another half an hour falling around this large ice mountain, so to speak. As you're making your way around the base, You see where the mountain keeps going, but to your right, it opens up into like a field of nothing but like jagged pillars of these ice blocks just as far as you can see, which is not very far, maybe 200 feet, maybe not even that.
Do we shelter in one of those and I try and light a torch?
I wouldn't say that it's very much shelter.
It's just pillars.
They're just sometimes they're by themselves, sometimes they're on top of each other, stacked on top of each other.
I say
Sometimes they're all piled up and they go really high in just one direction.
do we keep
There's no
following
actual
the
walls.
mountain?
There's no rhyme or reason. It just
Do we keep following the mountain?
Yeah, I think so.
that the field of those like pillars is to your right,
Okay.
whereas the mountain is still to your left.
Keep following the mountain. That's my vote.
I mean, it's either that or the spiky field of death. So
Oh, when you put it that way, yeah.
yeah, I say let's just keep following. We gotta find something.
All
Hopefully.
right, let's keep going.
Now remember, if you have your cloak, you're still making these rolls as a normal roll.
hmm
I need you to make another Constitution check.
Woo!
As that for Aurora, it would be
Another
just
natural 20.
I
That
wrote a
one.
15.
I
I
actually
got
rolled
a
a 15 as
15.
well.
Thank
if
God.
you
got an
fail.
I need
18.
someone. No, I need someone to take my inspiration because I've rolled.
I'll
too
take
many
it.
you-
I rolled a nat
You
one.
can't
heard
get
that.
another one back though.
I know, but
You
I
can't use it and then get one.
I
You
know,
have to
but
use
there's a possibility
or-
of me rolling another 20 because I just rolled 2 of them. So just
So
I'm
I
not gonna
take
take
it
it.
because I rolled nat one and I don't want nat one.
I'd imagine not.
Well,
Natural
still
20.
I
disadvantage.
still
I got a
failed.
6.
Rolled a
Yeah.
7.
So for whatever you guys are at, add 1 to your number if you didn't get above a 15.
I got a 15. Does that
I'm
count?
good.
15 or higher.
You
Okay,
bet.
thanks.
Beats or beats. Beats it.
Yes, meets it. Just like AC.
I have to roll a 12 or higher to succeed.
No, I don't want AC. It's already freezing.
So let's,
You're welcome.
That was good.
Shrike is still good. Shrike
The
hasn't
very thing. You became the
Shrike
very thing you
hasn't
sought to
rolled
destroy.
below a 15 yet. Like the
Nice.
dice has not been under 15. I just
Whatever.
rolled a nat 20.
Natural 20.
Okay. Aurora is not doing so hot. She seems
Aurora!
to be starting to
Where's
slow
her
down.
coat?
Where did you put your cloak?
Uh,
Is it in your
Probably in her-
backpack? Put it
It's
on.
probably in her backpack.
Put it on. You're in.
Can I cast Firebolt on her?
That'll warm her up. I go up
this
to her.
cold is nothing. I can take it.
Strong. Strong needs to be strong. You are not being strong right now. You are being frozen
been
ice cube.
cold.
Frozen ice cube, no punch good.
I'm gonna actively try to listen for any dreadnoughts.
Well,
Or-
like she was saying, the only time you have to worry about the dreadnoughts is in between.
Oh,
when
okay,
you're
okay.
flowing through the thing.
Oh, okay, got you. Never mind then.
Once you reach the actual places, you're good.
And it not travel to like the physical planes itself.
Seems like not. They're basically wardens.
Ooh.
Curiously, can I see the book, Mirra?
Yeah.
Not,
You-
no,
It's-
no, not her. I'm going to kill everyone in this
Yep.
room.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't me.
F in
I
the
did
chat.
it.
F
I
in the
mean-
chat.
Come on,
I mean-
Dorval.
At
We are-
least, at least you're in the middle of a frozen tundra during a blizzard that's making
Right
a lot of
now,
noise,
there's
right?
not anyone around,
Right?
but
It's,
F in
it's
the
only
chat.
like the
Thank
crazy
you,
things that can
guy.
kill us would only be around to hear it.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, I'm so
F in the
looking
chat.
forward to it. So looking forward to later.
you know what? I'm
Josh,
going back.
what
I don't
have
feel
you
safe
done to
anymore.
us? What have
Okay,
you
so
done?
can
You
I see the
knew.
book?
I even was able to not use Rora's name. Okay.
Wait, who's?
Out of character.
Yeah, out of character.
May I see the book?
Yes, it's strapped to my arm. Here you go.
It's pretty frozen on there.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of fighting with it, but you
You
manage
have
get
to
it
you
off.
have to spit on it a couple of times to loosen it up. And...
So I'm going to like hold my hand over the book for a second, and I'm going to say, like, All Father, if you can just guide us, please.
So
You know,
when you go to when you finally get the book off and you are personally holding it, a third chain rewraps itself around the book. Don't worry. For out of character, that chain will go away when you take it back.
I don't know what these chains are, but they sound bad.
I really wanted to say your name just then.
But what did you say again, James? Sorry.
so I'm saying, All Father, please, if you can just give us some guidance on a path we should take.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Give me a 1d100.
Oh.
Sure.
I'd say keep walking. Or don't fucking freeze, nerds.
Hey.
Bunch of freaking mortals.
37.
Nikes.
While you do feel a presence from the book, you can't say one way or another whether you get any gleam from it. It's not like you hear a voice say left or right, or you hear or feel an inkling to just go straight.
So out of character, Mirra has the concerns over the chain. Concerns.
What did you do? Oh, it's gone.
Right.
It's fine.
If you give the book back, the chain does go away once you receive the book.
Do I get it back?
No, you don't.
You just see Dorval run out into the middle of nowhere with the book over his head. He just goes out into the white blizzard, just.
He's
Oh, falls in
immediately
the snow.
attacked by polar bears that were
Oh
standing right there
shit!
that we couldn't see.
The hypothermia is kicking in, and he's lost his mind.
So
Yeah, I had the book
you guys are
back
just
now.
gonna keep following the base of this ice mountain.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, something has come up and I had to get out a little early.
Alrighty, good
Okay.
sir.
Thank
Be safe till next time.
Yep.
Be
see you next week.
safe.
Have
Putting your
fun.
cloak on
No.
you. Yep.
I have to work in his best interest, so yes, Aurora's using the cloak.
Oh, that's a shame. Huh?
Yay, he's
I
closed.
seeing this is
Put those guns
out
away.
of character. Seeing Dorval ask the book, I call out for truth. Because maybe it's like the dream memory world. It's truth. Little help. Little help.
You feel the pulse of the orb.
Oh,
Oh.
little help. So cold.
Wait, didn't you eat it?
Why does it have to be a hairball?
Like, we're all talking, Amir just also stops.
Out of character, you guys have a question.
We do have a question. Where the fuck is the door?
It's like that one scene in
That
Monsters,
is a
Inc.
wonderful question to ask. Where the hell is this door?
I believe it's a gateway.
Where's the next gateway? Because hopefully the gateway doesn't move.
Where
day to
is
day.
our next portal?
Where is our next portal? Because hopefully that doesn't move day to day. Hopefully.
We need to ask it in a way that it's our portal, because I would imagine being in these kinds of worlds, I would imagine there's more than one door. We definitely don't want to end up.
Well, but Nevermore
getting the
said
wrong
like there's the way in and then there's the way out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that we should definitely ask it.
So
You know, If somebody can word it properly, though.
Breya's the wordsmith.
Right, he has the wordsmith.
Yes.
Okay,
Back.
wordsmith.
Well, that is now official title. You're the wordsmith.
Yes.
Wait, what? I just got back. What am I
We're
doing?
using the
You're the
orb to find
wordsmith.
out where we go
Welcome
before
back.
we freeze our asses off.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we trying to ask the orb?
Where
way
the
to go
next
before we
portal is,
yeah.
where our portal out is.
There's a slight concern that there could be more than
Show
one
us
doorway.
the way to the closest portal.
But
You
that
know,
could
not
be the way
closest,
back
not-
though.
Yeah,
We don't want to
not
go to
closest.
the portal going backwards, we want to go to the portal going forwards.
What if the portal going forwards is like 200 miles away, though?
Then we have to hurry.
Right. But what if the portal going back? Shouldn't we just go backward
and pick a different
A-
direction?
and maybe resupply ourselves a little better? We didn't think anything about environment before coming in here.
Yeah, we kind of suck.
I personally think we should actually go back and better supply ourselves.
What does everyone think about that?
Is it going to be the same every time, though?
It's not.
No,
it's gonna
I-
be different every time, but we
I
can.
have a feeling. So, does
But there's
anyone have
also
a bag
other
of
there's
holding?
also another pathway that we
There's
could have
two
gone
other
instead.
pathways we could have taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
here's my
maybe-
question though. What happens if we end up in a really hot desert? What happens if we end up like,
Then
you know,
we
we can
strip.
end up anywhere?
Actually, if we end up
Underwater.
in a hot desert, I am a little bit more prepared because I have more of that fire eater grass and cream.
Right. But I think there's some. So, do we need water to survive? We don't need food, but okay, no food and water. Then why the fuck does temperature impact us?
Because we're freezing our
Magic.
asses off. Magic.
Magic.
All right. Well,
That's the
where's
best response I've
where's
ever
our
gotten
dispel
from Josh.
magic? Where's our counter spell? Damn it!
Hey, I
No, I
have
don't
dispel
know.
magic. I have it.
Why does
Because the astral
You'd
plane
have to
is
find the source of it.
really the astral plane is really weird.
does anyone have a bag of holding other than Bob?
Yuelia.
Me.
She does.
How much room you got in it?
Give me a second. I gotta go through all my potions, my scrolls, my bottles.
3
I have a
bodies we
lot.
stuffed
Well,
in there that we forgot to tell you
Yeah,
about.
Alright,
so
let's
if we go
just
back
ask-
and we load her
470
bag of holding with
pounds
like parkas and
I have about 470 pounds left.
yeah, so we go back, we load it with parkas and like hand fans if we get hot and stuff. And
But do they? But that village, like the Nexus, did they have stuff like that for
no,
us?
but we can work on making it.
All right. Do we just want to check with the
Let's
Let's check where
orb
the
to see
next
the closest one that to go for? The
forward.
where
Well, the question is
we
like
ask-
like Breya was
Hold on.
saying,
we
what do
ask
we
if
do if
both
the
of
door
the
is like
gateways are-
200 miles
Hang on.
away?
Hold on. Show us
both
the
gateways.
nearest gate
Both gates.
that we have not been through yet.
Yeah,
like
there
it.
we go. That's good.
And like I said, this isn't like a wish spell. You guys don't have to worry about it screwing you over when you ask these questions. But I always tell you guys to talk or to do this so that you guys can get the most information possible from your question.
Exactly.
So you're asking where's the closest phlogiston? Is that how you pronounce it?
Show
Doorway.
us the closest gate that we have not been through yet.
The orb comes to life in a very different fashion. It almost kind of looks like a gyroscope globe. There's a whole bunch of like rings that kind of spin around it, and then this like arrow appears and it points off into the path between all the
Ha ha ha.
pillars.
Yeah.
But the orb doesn't go away. It just sits there pointing.
Maybe it has
my
a
hairball
power
gives
there.
us directions.
So we knew before that the orb wasn't at its full power. Maybe in here it has it.
And
Maybe.
you hold the orb while it's pointing with this arrow?
Alright, well, it seems like we have a direction to go.
Okay, then I say
I just
we...
imagine Mirra kind of like starts like turning in a circle, and like no matter how she moves, the arrow always sticks in the one direction it initially
We
faced.
gotta go that way.
I turn and I look at Shrike while we're doing this, and I say, "Listen, Turtle Man, e pluribus unum. You're just hot for me again. I need to feel the heat."
Nothing happens.
Unfortunately, nothing happens.
Just catch on fire, please!
Just turn into a fiery tortoise, please.
Doesn't even have to be full size. It could be a little one, just as long as it's warm. I don't
Well,
have
let's-
toes no more, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Hurry.
Yep, follow the lady with the big glowing arrow. She is now a
That
GPS.
way. That way.
Recalculating.
That way. That.
Given, I don't know, did Crusix warn you guys about the ice pillars?
No.
No.
Wait, what?
Did
I
you-
know about it, but
he
they
told
didn't.
us not to lick them.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
that
you
was the
didn't tell
mountain.
anybody about why you didn't touch it, right?
Why? No, I guess I didn't actually explain.
You just
Are
said
the
not to.
pillars made out of the same substance that the mountain was made out of? Okay, then yeah. Alright. We all need to be extremely careful because as I reached to touch the mountain when we reached it the first time,
Mhm.
I couldn't get close enough to it without my hand practically freezing with pain. So, if we have to navigate through this jagged maze, do not touch the walls. I am pretty sure if you touch it, you may be losing that limb.
Well, now that you said that,
white.
now Aurora's gonna want to touch it.
Aurora
Well-
wasn't here to hear that.
Aurora, as a character, knows. Aurora, the player, does not.
Aurora, as the character, knows that in order to have strong arms, you must keep them. So she does not touch them.
You would think that they would think that.
I have
would
to
think.
play in her well-being, so yes, she does.
Good.
See, when Josh is at the wheel, they turn on the auto drive. Ting.
auto safety.
It's gonna make all the nice, normal, safe decisions.
So, as you pass by all these pillars, they're far enough apart where they're not particularly a hazard. There's a couple of times where they're kind of crisscrossing on top of each other, and you either go around them completely or underneath of them. But you guys are noticing that it is getting colder going this direction. And given what time it is, I'm actually going to have you guys do one more constitution check before we call it.
Yeah, let me die. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Nat 1. Nope. That
Yes.
is a 10.
I'll do Aurora's
I
here.
failed.
I wrote a 12, so
7.
I'm gonna give you a 1.
Okay.
Aurora
So
still failed, man.
Do I
Two.
use my inspiration?
to not die.
I'd say
Right,
those who
roll.
I would say
I'm only
those
at
who's
3.
getting a
It's not
3.
5 yet.
Look, I would say those hitting 3 should probably start using inspirations or asking for it, because I'm pretty sure 3's in the mid-range of danger zone.
If somebody wants to, Aurora's going to fail for the 4th time. That's up to you guys.
Okay, yeah,
Aurora
I'm
can have
passing
my
my
inspiration.
inspiration.
Who?
I don't
first?
know. Aurora chose not to wear the coat. That's on them.
Aurora can
That's
have
my
inspiration.
philosophy.
Who's letting Aurora use theirs first, so only one person uses it?
Unfortunately, I don't have inspiration to give.
Shrike.
All right, strike first.
I guess I'll use it on myself.
What's her constitution score?
That didn't help.
Yes.
Alright, go into effect now.
I'm
Mikey.
pulling it up.
Listen, What are your dice doing, man?
Oh, good. +3. So Aurora passed that round.
Yay!
Oh, what are they doing? Let's see. Let's see what it rolls again.
Does anyone else have some?
Hey, Josh.
Still not any
Sir.
better.
Does the ring come into effect now?
Yes, an hour should have passed since then.
Hallelujah.
So
Mikey,
because
are you failing?
Yeah, I'm failing.
Cool. Take my inspiration. Try it again, bud.
Okay. Use this
Um,
dice instead.
If I give
Use a different
Yuelia
dice,
my
yeah.
necklace, would that help?
it would give her +4
The
to her
1d4.
rolls. I mean, it would help somewhat.
Would
Alright,
I?
That's a
I'm
base
gonna-
roll. It's not a saving throw.
It counts
Oh,
for any
what?
check.
Oh.
As long as it counts for at least checks, he's good.
Hold on to it for the
Um,
next one.
I'm gonna hand you my necklace and say, here,
Because I
use
just
it.
got a 15.
I need to duck out a little early, guys. See you next
Okay.
week.
Stop
Glad you
here.
made it.
Yeah.
But
Bye. Oh,
Hey.
she's gone.
I figured because we usually chat for a couple of minutes, do you guys have any particular questions or anything before we roll out?
Yes.
Okay.
How soon till we freeze and die?
Where are you, Ellie? I'll carry you.
I
Thanks.
will be nice enough to be transparent that every 4 points is a permanent point of exhaustion until you warm up.
Also, Shrike rolled
Okay.
an 18 on that roll, so
As in, you
Uh,
cannot undo this
Can we
exhaustion.
go play Vecna instead? I'd rather go do that.
You know what? I bet you Vecna's not as cold.
You know, probably not.
I mean, I know they're a lich and all, they're like undead and such, but still, I'm sure it's probably at least in the 20s.
You know, undead, they need to be warm in order to move around. If they get too cold,
Yeah,
then
you
they
know
get all
what?
stiff.
Let's go do that instead. Fuck this.
Just go fight the undead. Done.
Just go
You are
fight the Vecna.
you and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So yeah, as it currently stands, Lydia, you are fine.
I have been in -50-degree temperatures before. It feels the same as -10. That's the problem. It's once you get below -10, it all feels the same, but you will die sooner.
I've never been in blizzards, but I've been to -25. It's rough.
It was one of the last years before I moved out of Wisconsin. It was -53. Wisconsin. It was -53 and -70. It was way worse with the wind chill.
you know
But
what?
it
I've
felt the
been
same
in.
as -10. I'm like, it's like, oh my god, it's that cold. It feels the same as it was this morning.
But I should
Hey,
be able to do
hey,
the
Josh.
next bash of. Yes, sir.
Does my navigator feat would I be able to predict this weather? Like, would I be able to know if the winds are going to die down anytime soon, or
The thing is that your knowledge really applies to the physical world,
okay.
whereas I wouldn't say it would be completely useless, but I would say it's a lot less.
You actually
useful.
want to know that information? I can give you that information. LV has Druidcraft and
What is that?
can actually
Yeah.
determine weather.
You can, yeah, it makes like a little rain cloud or a little winds.
It'll
and
pretty
you
much
know it'll
detect the
be
weather for the next 24
I
hours.
also have Druidcraft.
Shut
Which
up.
is good because we could have like grown seeds and stuff for the food for people.
People.
Yeah.
But Crusix,
Yes.
you have still not picked that extra feat that I'm aware of.
What are you doing?
Bro,
Crusix!
listen, there's a ton of shit going on right now.
All right,
I'm
all
happy.
right. No. Fuck that. We're sitting down. We're figuring this shit out. What do you want? Let's go right now.
I don't know.
Right now. What the
Just
fuck
so
are
torn
you doing?
between two of them.
Just as a advice, because you seem to like to grab people with your whip, if you get the Sentinel feat, you could attack people passing by you and grab them.
Because it's still within your range.
So that's a thing.
We see
It
now
also,
there's
it would
three
also
of them
stop
on my
them from
list.
advancing.
Right, but that's what I mean. If he grabs them with his whip, that would logically make sense that they would be reduced to 0 because he's snagging them.
Exactly. That'd be perfect.
All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else.
Dorval, I need to finish up your recorder. Lydia, if I have not finished the dagger, I need to finish the dagger.
Oh, I still have spells I have to pick too.
What the hell, Paul?
Crusix!
Listen. How
I'm
many-
listening. Go on. Go ahead.
How many? How
And
many?
you were ready to
had?
fight Vecna like this?
I know.
Right? Think of the potential I could have unlocked during.
That's not how
I
this
can
works.
learn.
How about
I can learn one more spell. I've known 8 out of 9, so I need to learn one more spell.
how about
And
taking any
I
of
need to-
the like elemental adepts, or maybe any of the fate touched or magic initiates?
What about
I
Lucky?
feel like taking
Lucky?
something like that
Really
now would be a
fucking
little
good?
metagaming, and I feel a little bad like picking something that would protect against the
Which
elements.
is why you can't do
No,
it
I don't
in
mean
a
in
battle.
here. I meant
No,
I don't mean
know,
in
I
here.
know.
Just in general, just something that you would want. Like if you know you do this kind of damage, then you would want to amplify that kind of damage.
Well,
or
yeah, your
something.
cards do random elements, so
Elemental-
another elemental thing would make sense for your character.
So
Or-
elemental adept, Paul, it's not referring to like the ice thing you're dealing with now. Elemental adept makes it so that if something is resistant to a type of damage, you bypass the resistance. If they're immune to it, it knocks them down to resistance. So if
Oh,
something is
okay.
immune to fire and you have elemental adept fire, you knock it down to they're resistant to fire. They're no longer immune to it. You
Fuck, I want to
basically
find a metallic dragon.
you
Just hang out with
basically
it.
Cool.
plow through damage resistance and immunity.
Would Bard be able to learn that though?
As a
Sounds
feat,
pretty
it's a
fair.
feat. So yes.
Oh, it's a feat. Gotcha. I
Just
was
take
looking
meta
for
magic
spells.
adept and get fucking sorcery points and
I
just
know.
be busted.
I think your bard, the college that you picked deals a lot with lightning.
Yeah, I was thinking about like Call Lightning or something
So
like that. for
elemental
spells.
adept lightning would make it so that monsters wouldn't be able to be resistant to it.
So that's
So
an
they-
idea. But there's
That's a
ritual
nice
caster,
idea.
there's savage attacker, which I think is is
I
okay.
like Sentinel for you.
Shadow touch, if you want to be more on the dark side.
Skill expert. There's
Skill expert,
mobile
I'm working
actor.
towards that one.
spell sniper.
I'm also
see.
working towards that one as well as Warcaster and another one.
Telepathic, if you want to be all inside people's
talking
brains.
people's brain meats.
Ventriloquist, maybe you can use somebody as a dummy.
I'm liking that Sentinel idea.
I like
Weapon
Sentinel for
master.
you.
So I need to make the history hat, the spells DC staff, the concentration
I
check.
technically
roll.
already made the history hat, but I just modified my stats for it, so it's not the same.
I will make the official thing.
Okay. Oh, there was another hat or another piece of clothing that did the same thing.
Right, I have the hat that gives +1 to history, the spell DC staff, the concentration check robe,
Yeah,
the
that.
athletics necklace,
Yeah.
Shrike's planet stick,
My dagger.
Lydia dagger,
Oh, the book with tier 2 spells in it.
the spells from
Spellbook 2.
That's
Enduring, spellbook from Undead Wizard.
Yeah, I think Lydia mentioned this one. Lucky is really good, Paul. Lucky is probably one of the best ones.
Lucky?
Lucky, yeah, it's considered. I mean, it depends on how you play, but Lucky is considered by far the
Lucky,
strongest feat in the game.
from what I
think
understand and
Pedi
from what I
needs
hear,
Lucky.
most DMs will ban Lucky. And all it does is you essentially get 3 luck points that you can use for either redoing a
It's just 3
ability
extra
check.
inspirations.
Yeah,
Trigger.
basically
Wanna
you
reroll?
can
You
Yep,
got
you
3
can
extra rolls on top of the
Yeah,
inspiration.
you can re-roll an ability check, you can re-roll to attack, you can re-roll to not be attacked.
You can't
can do a
gift
lot.
these though.
Yeah, you can't gift them. They are all on you.
The inspiration you can still gift, but it's like 3 inspirations.
Well,
on top.
inspiration I can't give myself. That's the one downside to a bard.
the
is you
bardic
can't give
inspiration,
himself-
but
yeah,
I'm saying-
not
And
We're
yeah,
talking
with
about
lucky, you can
regular.
essentially give yourself another chance. And they come back on a long rest. You get 3 of them per long
All
rest.
right. All right. I'm going to take Lucky this time. And on the next one, it's going to be a toss up between Sentinel or.
To be fair, you could be
Magic,
taught Sentinel.
I
You
will.
can't be
taught how to
taught
be-
lucky, unfortunately.
Being taught how to be lucky is difficult
Okay, yeah.
beyond belief.
I will
but
take
being
Lucky
taught how to
as
be
my feet, Mr.
yeah,
Josh.
or even if you want to learn magic, I can teach you magic. If you want to be a magic initiate, I can teach you a little bit of wizard. I'm not really a wizard, but I know
need
some
to
spells
learn
and stuff.
some,
so,
at least some elemental spells like control weather and shit like that.
I can't do that, but I don't control weather. I do magic. I do regular spells.
All right.
I don't have
so-
anything that controls weather.
Yeah, I'll take
So
Lucky.
take
Mr.
lucky.
Josh.
Lucky is a very good one. There's a reason why it's banned most of the time.
The thing is I've been doing this for far, far long enough time. Not to toot my horn, but I have at least a good understanding of the game where, regardless of what you guys do per se, I can figure out something to challenge you all.
This
But
poll seems to be working.
Yeah.
I will say, Paul, just so that you don't get confused, you can't spam that lucky on.
Oh no, I would imagine that there would be limitations to it.
You can only use it once. On
I'm not a
whatever-
wizard, but I play one on TV. That's guys' input on that. Sorry.
Was there anything before we wrap it up for the night? Was there anything else that you guys can think of that I needed to
The merchant, wind up
Uh,
merchants.
wind up merchant?
Wind up.
My
merchant.
elemental
asking.
wild shape.
I have Shrike's personalized feat on there at the 3rd blessing.
I also have the elemental wild shape from my level 6. It just has it's on my sheet, but it only has to be added, so I don't know anything about it.
Which one is that one?
The elemental wild shape. It's part of my level 6 stuff.
Oh, I was originally debating if the thing with yours. I was debating if I should make it so you can do 1 or 2 paths.
Okay.
One where you focus on yourself, or one that you focus on the spirits. But I feel like that would be too much. So I decided to take the elemental wild shape and make it into the 3rd blessing for you. So
Okay,
I need to
gotcha,
remove
gotcha.
that.
Deal. All right, I will talk to you all next week.
Feel better,
Have
my
a good
friend.
one.
Thank you for
Yeah, I'll
joining
feel
us.
better. Josh,
Sir.
Alvinia level 6, please.
Oh, that too.
Nothing big happens. Aside, stat wise, the only thing that she gets now is extra attack, which is nice.
Extra attack.
Extra attack
Dorval, was
advantage.
there anything we were talking about that we needed to?
There was an ice gun or something that I had interest in, but
the glacial pistol. If Dorval attunes to it, can he fire it without?
If
having
you
to
attune
roll?
to an item that normally does not require attunement, it will work for you.
Okay, so you can have the ice gun if you'd like.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, may as well. I only have 1 item attuned to me out of 3, so
Yeah, so just type in glacial pistol.
Cool.
And then we'll work on in-game time of doing that. Because I took that from Lydia, because
It wasn't working out.
can't hoard all the magic items. Dorval doesn't Crusix only has his personal item, the magic item. We need to get him magic items. We need to get Dorval magical items.
I don't have a lot of magic items.
You have
I've got a
all
whip
the
that
spell scrolls and
sparkles.
stuff. Yeah.
I make them.
He's got.
I don't find them. I make these.
We need to get Crusix, Dorval, Aurora, and Yuelia. Because right now Lydia's hoarding all the magical items without her, what, 5
I do
range?
actually have a
I feel like
weather
Shrike,
controlling one, Paul.
I feel like Shrike has a lot of really great shit too.
You would think, but when I checked his sheet, did not.
You checked his sheet?
I did not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
But
Lydia has
thank
all
you
the
guys all
keys.
for coming, my friends. That's the day of the week I look forward to the most.
Oh,
Hi,
guys, I know how to
Jenny.
make this
Jenny, I
worse.
see you. Hi.
No, stop it, Mikey. Don't get
Guys,
mad.
I'm gonna cast Sleet Storm where we
Jenny.
are.
You're gonna cast
I do
what?
hope that you guys have fun always.
We
And
always do. Thank you so
please
much.
be safe and feel better and everything. And or wait, Dave's not here anymore. But
Dave's not here.
be well, be safe, and I look forward to the next time we play next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Next
Yeah.
Tuesday, as soon as the start of the next session, I'm gonna cast Sleet Storm on us.
Oh yeah. We'll do anything